Hello, Soul Kin, and welcome back to some Voyager Tarot today with your host Carmilla, per usual. So, today we will be getting into a love reading. So, I do love in quotes because it's not necessarily love, right? It's like more like romance, relationships. And what I want to look at today is the connection that you have between your divine, counterpart, your soul partner, your divine bond, your twin flame. Basically, those very charged buzzwords. I feel like everyone is destined, if they so choose to acknowledge it and accept it, to be with someone. There's just someone out there manifesting you and wanting you and desiring the person that you are right now. Just as much as you are desiring someone like that out there. So I just want to get a general forecast of the energy swirling around with our relationships out here, and just people wanting to know, when is that divine union, when is that time. Now, I'm not sure if we'll get actual times, and I won't be doing anything too much like descriptions. What I want to look at today mostly is where you both are in life right now, what you're working on, and how you will be coming together, how you will potentially come together, and what that may look like, or what that may entail. But before we hop into the reading, I do want to show you our web today, all the bottom deck energies of the decks that we used. And I want to explain a little bit about why I chose that deck. Not too much, but just why. So for our Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards today, we had self-confidence. So Spirit is really calling out our solar plexus and our batteries, like, yeah, these divine partnerships, twin flames, you can watch as many as tarot readings as you want, but this battery is desiring to be online for people who are aspiring towards a high level of connection, commitment, love, and whatever that looks like for you. So I'm holding it here. Go ahead and read it as need be. Go ahead and pause the video. I won't read it. But yeah, we're getting called out on our solar batteries for self-confidence when it comes to connecting to our divine counterparts. Every pile also has something individually they'll be working on too with the chakra wisdom cards as well. So we'll get into those a little bit later. Now, for our animal spirit cards, the animal spirit cards that we got today, every pile got one, and these will just be used for advice for you moving forward after this reading. Like, what can you do for yourself to really hone in on this energy and keep moving forward as you come into union with your person, no matter how far or how close that may be. So the animal spirit cards are just coming through as animal support, just kind of giving you something that you can focus on right now, because this reading is mainly for singles. And then we have our romance angels. I really want the larger deck, but I can't find it, but one day I will. So we have retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. And immediately when I pulled this card, my guides were like, can you all just kind of like disengage from this outcome? There's a lot you've been going through. You're going to be fine. You're not going to die, because you're separate from this person right now. If you are separate from this person, or if this person is not in your life currently, they're literally just coming through and just saying, disengage from the outcome. Have fun, enjoy life right now. Don't engage too fully on love readings or overindulge or get too obsessed or obsessive over when or if or how this is going to happen. Just kind of give it some wiggle room to be a surprise and have fun with it. Yeah. And then the romance angel cards will just represent I put one card for you, one card for them, and then you'll just take it as it resonates. So we'll get into that in the readings. And then bottom deck for our energy oracle cards, which represent just a little more backbone as to who they are and what they're doing right now, and as to who you are and what you're doing right now. So again, take it as it resonates. The bottom deck energy we got was number 52 with Goddess of the Moon. So what's interesting, before I even did this reading, I was like, I want to pull Moonology cards, because the Moonology cards are going to act as keys as to how to really, really connect with this divine counterpart. So I did pull Moonology cards. So we all have Moonology cards. So it's funny how bottom deck for this, even before I even started pulling cards, it came up for Goddess of the Moon. So this is trusting your intuition, trusting the cycles, allowing divine timing. Allow this to unfold as it shall, because it is absolutely worth being patient. It is worth the growth. It is worth the time that it is taking for you to come into union with this person and for them to come into union with you. Hey, like you're worth it, like it's fine. They can wait too for you, it's not all about like you waiting on them or being patient for that perfect person. Like they're doing the same exact thing. You know what I mean? So don't forget that. And then our white light oracle cards, which rarely come out, but they wanted to be in this reading. They were very, very, they insisted on being in this reading, and they represent the energy that will be alive when you two are together, like the energy that you'll produce together and give off and produce, like give to the world, basically. The beauty that will radiate from your union. So that's the Theta of Venus, and I actually want to read just a little bit out of the book for that. Let's go. The appearance of this oracle is a special reassurance from Spirit that everything is unfolding with the protective grace of divine love, even if sometimes it appears not to be so. It also indicates that you have the power to heal yourself and change your life for the better. Attune yourself to higher consciousness by choosing to access the purest frequency of love within. Acknowledge lower frequencies such as judgment, fear, doubt, or shame when they arise within or around you, but do not give them a foothold in your heart. You are ready for higher understanding, to see things in a new and more positive light. Allow your inner knowing to guide you on a unique, beautiful, and highly spiritual life path. So that is the Theta of Venus card that I just showed you. So that is her energy that she's bringing out for the collective of this reading. Of course, our Venusian energy came out for a love reading. No surprise there. And on our Moonology cards, we ended up getting, don't be mad at me, we got the third quarter moon with adjustments are required. So I honestly feel like when it comes to these type of divine partnership, twin flame readings, a lot of people, a lot of times will run into the understanding that, hey, like, yes, I want this divine connection. I want this strength. I want this beauty. I want all these things, but they don't realize the amount of healing and unfolding and the loosening and letting go of conditioning and shadow work and stuff like that comes before a lot of this, a lot of the time, because you are being paired and typically you're mirroring the experience of your divine counterpart. So a lot of times it comes with a lot of unfolding, a lot of releasing, a lot of work. So I love how adjustments are required came through, plus the solar plexus with self-confidence coming through and being like, hey, and then we also had the porcupine spirit from the animal spirit cards with some advice with time for a beginner mind. So this is all about like trusting that new perspective of releasing shame and trusting that new perspective of everything is unfolding as it should, and I don't have to rush for this. I'm not going to miss out on this. My doubt and my fear is not stronger than God's will or spirit or source's will or whoever you worship, their will. It's not stronger than that. So that's just that realization. So enough of me rambling. That is our web for today. We'll move on to our piles. So group 1, you have the purple candle, which I'll be lighting with the Gilded Tarot Lovers card. This is such a cute card. I'm sorry about like the lighting. It's a little weird, but I kind of like how like it's kind of like chill, like smooth. And my phone isn't like fighting me to like focus right now. So that's really nice. I'm probably going to record them like this from now on, but like do something with the lighting. But sorry that you had to hear that ramble. And then on a pile 2, we have the pink candle with the Voyager Tarot Lovers card. So cute. It's so cute. I love it so much. Oh, you can't see the reflection on my phone. That's crazy. Oh, boy. And then Pile 3, you have the red candle with the oh so lovely and romantic Venetian Tarot Lovers card. And then group 4, last but certainly not least, we have this very caramel candle with the Rider Waithe Lovers card. All right. I'm sorry the piles look all funky junky now. This is why I don't move things. But go ahead and do whatever it is you need to do to get into the mood for your reading. And I, my friend, will see you there. Group 1, hello my friends. For all of our lovers out there who chose the purple candle with the Gilded Tarot Lovers card, this will be your twin flame reading today. So what we're looking at today is your divine counterpart. What are their energies right now? What are your energies? And what is really happening that in your life right now that is helping to bring you two together? So let's get into it. What I want to do first is flip over these romance angel cards, take it how it resonates, and then we'll be pulling some tarot. Oh, look what's bottom deck. Yay. And then we'll get into the rest of this information over here as we go along the reading. So, put the lovers back in the deck. And the two cards we have for your reading today are Honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Okay. And calling in your soulmate. With your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Okay, so I'm really already liking this energy between you two. Before we go any further, actually, let's pull the energy oracle cards as well to see what energy we have going on with you as individuals. So we have, in reverse, we have money constraints. And then we have angel of strength. Okay. And let's get some tarot cards. What is going on here? Already I'm picking up like the person that is like the honeymooner. There's like someone here with like a honeymooner, like a fantasizing energy, like, oh, like I can't wait for this to be, or this is going to be like the one. And you know, they're very like fantasizy about it, like very, and I'm not saying fantasizy to sound negative or anything like that. It just feels like you're very dreamy. And there's this fear here. I have no clue what that noise is. I want it to stop. But there's this fear here that this always comes up, that someone is going to be like out of your league or something like that. It's very interesting. So it seems like right now what you're working on, if this is you or what they are working on, what one of you is working on, whoever is the dreamy one is definitely working on alleviating their financial constraints. They're actually becoming more business minded, just becoming they're becoming more business savvy, more financially literate. They're becoming like much more focused on their work and their time, because it seems like with the honeymoon card, when they do connect to that one, it feels like they want to be that person that spoils, that gives them everything. That's like, oh, you want to go on a trip? We're going to do that tonight. You know, like just like a lot of surprises, a lot of luxury. Like this person is like really into luxury. Like they're definitely like all about like the luxurious things in life. So I feel like right now what this person is working on, could be you or them, is they're definitely working on like making sure that they're able to provide themselves and their family and their future spouse with the life that they envision for themselves. So like if this isn't you, you know, prepare to have somebody who is like totally going to be in your face, very puppy doggish type energy, but also someone who is like super like spoily, like someone who would just like show up at your house with like flowers, even though that kind of seems like a little like sus, low key, but like I could get why that would feel like a little sus, but like no, it doesn't feel creepy. It feels like, oh, like I just want to visit my baby today, so I'm just gonna take my baby some flowers. So it feels like the big place where they are in right now in life is working through their financial constraints. So taking their career seriously, taking themselves seriously, taking money seriously, because they want to be someone who in the future is financially secure. They are someone who in the future they want to build generational wealth. They want to make sure that they leave their children with some form of an inheritance, some form of a legacy. They want something that they can leave behind. So I just want to pull a couple cards for them. We have the Eight of Wands. We have the King of Pentacles. Exactly. And then we have the Two of Pentacles. Yep, exactly. So the cards just coming out kind of reinforcing. I kind of want to pull this one too. Let's see what it is. Of course, it's the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So that the Knight of Pentacles is basically who this person is right now, is basically what I'm saying. So it's funny how the cards just came out to like, yes, confirm. So I feel like with the Eight of Wands coming out, I feel like there might be some type of connecting already happening between you two without even tapping into this energy over here yet. We're going to get to that in just a second, but I want to focus on one person's energy at a time, so I don't get so, confused, because it's like I want to make sure that whatever they need, the energy that they're putting out is being received fully, and I can deliver the messages fully. But yeah, definitely, it seems like with the Eight of Wands, you already know this person. If this person is not you, or they already know you in some way. Like it's like there, like, with the Eight of Wands, it's like there's already some form of a communication happening. There's already some form of a connection, or if there is not yet, it is happening very, very soon, and it feels like it's going to happen very quickly. I feel like this person is the type of person that falls very quickly. They don't typically like waste time when it comes to this type of relationship. When they're the type of person where they are a go-getter, even no matter how long it takes them to get it right, they're going to continuously try to make it right. Look at that. You have the Knight of Pentacles out here. This person is going to continue to try to make things right. I feel like right now what they're balancing with the Two of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like right now they actually are balancing their need and their desire for romance, and their desire for money. I feel like there's a lot of times with this King of Pentacles in reverse where they get really lonely and they get really sad and they get like very woe is me. Like I can hear like Akon, Mr. Lonely, like playing in my head. This is like that energy that they have. Like they want that one person to call their own. Like they want it's the King of Pentacles, like they want that person who they can call their own, that thing. They want this person to kind of like rule the roost with them. And I feel like because they don't have that right now, they're juggling, like they're almost like in their own head, like, am I ever going to find it? Like, is this actually happening? Can this actually come to pass? Can this actually come to be? And the answer is absolutely yes. It's happening. And I feel like they are like, this person, if it's not you, like you two are already in each other's orbit. Like you're not separate from each other. Like this doesn't necessarily feel like new love. This feels like not necessarily new love, but this feels like you already some of you have already been like flirty, have already talked, or like have added each other on social media, or like have met through mutual friends, maybe at a party or something like that. Like you already have like come into contact with each other. So you and your divine partner have already come into contact with each other. A lot of times people have this illusion that when you come into contact with your divine partner, that is going to be this fairy tale explosive moment. And for some people, I really, really do hope that it does. I really hope that it does. But there are a lot of times that you'll meet this person, you'll get a feel for their energy, but there's still a lot that you you and them are both working on integrating and moving. You know, there's a lot that you're still healing. There's a lot of baggage and stuff that you're still healing. So I feel like this person is still working on their baggage and stuff like that, but not necessarily like mental baggage and stuff. Like right now, they're focusing very, very hard on their physical, their what's tangible, the material, their success, their accolades, their their money, their time, their energy. They're kind of learning how to like balance these things and these different elements in their life, so that when this person does come into their life, they can show up for them fully. Because this is the type of person, with the King of Pentacles out here, with the Knight of Pentacles, with honeymoon, this is the type of person who wants to be in your life fully. They're like a puppy dog. They're like always, they have that energy of just kind of always being under you, just kind of always being in your face, kind of like one of those annoying people who are just like, hey, what are you doing? You know, like slaps butt, walks away. Like this is that type of energy that they have. Like, they're very cute. They're very sweet. They're a very, very sweet person. And I'm sure every single person is probably sweet, you know, and like has, you know, this level of playfulness. I feel like nobody is absent from that level of playfulness, but this person finds a lot of pleasure and a lot of joy in the very, very, very small interactions, but also the very, very large. There's kind of not like a strong in between with them. It's either they like the little small things, like the way you look into their eyes, or they like, you know, like chilling, spending the day on a yacht. Like this is that energy that they have. So I love so much how that is coming through. So I want to pull cards for you over here. So I'm saying you over here, but obviously this person over here could be you. So just keep that in mind. I want to keep reiterating that because I'm not trying to put either of you in a box. It could be this is obviously a mixture of both of the energies going on, but you could be here, they could be there. It doesn't matter. So this person over here with the calling in your soulmate, it's funny because you two are mirroring each other in a way. I feel like you are doing a lot of the more emotional, mental labor. And I feel like in a way, when you two come together, you're going to do a lot of healing. And we have the Page of Swords on the bottom of the decks. And that's why that's like coming through for me. But we'll shuffle more cards for you. And I feel honestly like you are doing a lot of the like really like internal healing and a lot of the internal work to like make this come manifest, if that makes sense. Like they're doing a lot of the tangible material magic and you're doing a lot of the emotional and mental magic, and they're also doing like a lot of the passionate magic over here as well. I feel like especially with the honeymoon card, so it's like they have the wands and the pentacle energy while you're working on the cups and the sword energy. I feel like you've been challenged a lot and you've been growing a lot. You've been challenged to change, and this person has to. This energy over here has to. This person has been challenged to change a lot, but I feel like this person over here has been challenged to change a lot in their mental space and their emotional space, clearing out their emotional body so that they can have actual space to accept and receive a person this large, because this person is huge. This person has a big energy about them. They're not small at all. They have a huge soul. Please don't take that the wrong way. I just now realized how much of an innuendo that was. We're moving past it, not talking about it. Anyway, this person has a very large like soul. Their essence is they have a large beingness about them. You know, they're the type of person that's going to be on yachts chilling, you know, like they have a very big personality. So over here, it feels like you're more of like the reserved, more of like the shrinker. This is almost like a cute little like opposites attract energy that I'm feeling here, where this energy over here is more like conservative, more like focused on like inner strength and inner will, a lot more focused on family, and a lot more focused on like healing, like actual emotional healing, like healing trauma, while this person over here has a tendency to want to distract and want to say, hey, you know, life is bad, but I can buy ice cream, you know. And this person over here is more like life is very, very taxing right now. But however, I want to work through this. I want to heal this energy. I want to see what's going on with me so that I can move past it. So I want to give you some cards for this energy over here, because it feels like I keep saying this person too, with the strength card, is way more focused on like spiritual healing, emotional, like the emotional labor of things. So it feels like if you are that person over there, you're doing a lot of self-care, a lot of self-work. I hear like going to therapy and stuff like that. You have the Page of Pentacles. I love that so much. How you two just coming out. Yep. Nine of Swords. Yep. Justice. Yep. And then we have the King of Wands. I love that energy. And then bottom deck, we have the Eight of Cups. Yep, like I was saying, like definitely an energy coming through for you that is just saying, ooh, and I love how too it's like this mirror energy that's coming through for the both of you. It's almost like you are igniting their spark is like igniting this King of Wands in you, because I feel like this person does have like a strong, like they have a strong Wands energy with that Eight of Wands. I feel like they have like this energy. What they're doing right now is kind of sparking this King of Wands energy in you, so that you are more open and like more vulnerable, and you're willing to be more exposed, more passionate about what you desire, and more sensual, even more like adventurous and like sexual even. And this could be like for in the future when you two are together as well. And it feels like you are the spark for them, like this Page of Pentacles energy, like this inner desire you have to experience life in it general, is kind of like sparking this Knight of Pentacles turns King of Pentacles energy within them. So it's a beautiful balance how this is happening. I honestly feel like there's a lot of injustices that you feel like you've experienced in life, a lot, especially in regards to relationships. I feel like you just had like a lot of trauma around them, and you've been tasked with healing that trauma, and just moving on without closure, moving on with baggage, moving on with trust issues, moving on and just focusing on what you can do for your own self. So I really love that energy. I feel like the Angel of Strength is really coming through and saying like out of the both of you, whoever this is over here is doing a lot of the like emotional work. Not to say that this person isn't, but this person is. And it feels like this person over here is like tasked with kind of like coaxing you out of these deeper parts of yourself. Ooh. It feels like this person is tasked with like coaxing you out of the deeper, out of the scarier parts of yourself, kind of like getting you out of your own shell, and kind of getting you to admit your desires, admit just these things that you want to experience in life. um but it's funny because with you calling your soulmate, it's almost like your cries, like your war cries, or like your like the energy of, I really want to be this thing. I really want to tap into this King of Wands energy. I really want to be strong and to be passionate and to experience life with a life of adventure and vibrance and just beauty. And the King of Pentacles over here is like, so do I. So I like, they're like building the foundation of this thing. They're doing a lot of the like really hard physical labor, and a lot of the tapping into desire, and even in some instances fighting temptation, in some instances where where they're fighting things that feel very unaligned, so that they can actually reach this level of alignment with what we have going on here. So it's like you are doing a lot of the emotional labor and the mental labor, and they're doing a lot of the physical labor. And it's like you guys are both, like you two are sparking this thing in each other. And I feel like you both will get to a point to where you walk away from any type of like self-deception, because we had the Seven of Swords right under the Eight of Cups. I love that, with the Knight of Swords right below that. So I feel like you're walking away from any sort of self-deception that keeps you trapped. Like over here with the person lonely is kind of walking away from this energy, and they're tapping into this energy of, I don't have to worry about it because I know who I am. I know what I want in life, and I know that I'm capable of having this life with the person that I'm meant to be with. So that is what they're integrating over here, is understanding that they are in the process, Knight of Pentacles, with being the person. They're in the process of becoming the person that they want to be so that they can have the life that they want to live, and they can be with and attract the person that they want to be with. You know what I'm saying? So it's beautiful how this is happening. It's beautiful how this is happening. And then over here, we have this person who's saying, ooh, I've been through a lot. I have some trust issues, but I know for a fact that there is somebody out there for me. And I kind of feel like there are some of you here over here. If you resonate with this pile over here, there are definitely some of you who either are playing into very deeply, very, very old age conditioning about your looks and about what love should look like, or what compassion should look like, or what generosity and kindness should look like. And you're kind of like shrinking because of that old conditioning. Or you're already unhappy in a current relationship and you're being tasked with leaving because it feels unbalanced with this Justice card. And with the Page of Pentacles card, it's like there's something else calling out to you. And that something else calling out to you is this person. This Knight of Pentacles is calling out to your page. This Knight of Pentacles is calling out to your Page of Pentacles. And it's like this inner King of Wands that is almost trapped by this Nine of Swords and this Justice energy is calling out to them. I feel like that's the magic in their hands right now with their physical labor and what they're doing and what they're juggling in life and what they're trying to balance and reach. This is that magical energy that they're kind of resonating with over here with the King of Wands. Now, again, I'm saying king and things like that. There's no gender here. It's just all energy, So take it as it resonates. But honestly, I feel like this is like the same magic, like this alchemy that this material alchemy that this person is doing is calling out to this King of Wands that is kind of trapped in you and that wants to be expressed and that wants to get out. That's exactly why I feel like we have Angel of Strength in reverse, because there is this weakness here over here with this pile where you've kind of given up your power, almost like you've are becoming comfortable in your powerlessness, because it puts you in a position to where you feel like, oh, I don't have to make decisions. I don't have to decide anything. But this energy over here is not going to let up. It's not going to allow you to play small or to act like this energy isn't out there for you, because you're calling out for it. You're literally screaming out for it. Both of you are in some way. And you're connecting these energies. It's just all about making the decision to walk away from these old thoughts of, oh, I'm going to be lonely, so I should just give up on love, because I feel like that's something that over here they're juggling. Like, I'm gonna just be about my money because people just do you dirty and stuff like that. And sometimes I feel like this person has a tendency to feel like it's a waste of time because they feel like they haven't met that person yet. But that person over here is over here, and I feel like they have to walk away from a lot of shame and a lot of guilt they have about their past self, their past decisions. And if they're currently in a relationship that they feel very unfulfilled with, they have to walk away from that relationship. Now, if that does not resonate with you, I don't want anybody coming after me like, oh, I broke up with my so and so. No, you'll know if this energy resonates with you. You'll know in your body, intuitively. We have the goddess of the moon out here. You'll know intuitively if the person that you're with resonates with you or not, if this is something meant to be with you or not. I feel like you both are doing a lot of soul searching as well. You are taking responsibility for the people that you have around you. So you're really tapping into this energy. You're taking responsibility for the people you have around you. That's why you're calling in your soulmate, because you're calling in your tribe. You're calling in your circle. In your circle, I feel like it's slowly but surely shrinking. Both of you have this instance where your circle is shrinking. That's why this person feels so lonely over here, and this person over here feels so trapped. because it feels like over here you can't move because you're afraid. You're afraid of losing people, but you're also comfortable in where you are because you can like kind of play small. But over here, this person's like, I'm just like freaking over it because nothing is happening. I haven't met the person yet. And I just really, really want to focus on my money because at least if I don't have them, I can be happy. I can go buy ice cream. I can cry on a yacht. Basically, this is that energy. This is them. So it's like you both are being tasked with walking away from some level or some type of thinking. But this is beautiful, beautiful energy. So I'm interested in seeing what the rest of the cards say. So I pulled one chakra wisdom card for the both of you, and I want to see which card wants to go to which pile. It's like it really doesn't even matter. It feels like both of these are very relevant for both of you. But we'll do this. We'll do this one here and this one here. But I don't think it matters. This is a shared energy. This is some shared chakra wisdom for the both of you, no matter where you are in your connection. So the first card we have is we have self-sufficiency, of course. By finding material security without being materialistic, I will gain satisfaction, stability, and inner strength. I am resourceful. I put in the effort to be responsible for supplying fundamental needs in my life, such as shelter, food, water, and clothing. I take responsibility for where I now find myself in life as I move forwards. I get in touch with and trust my innate wisdom, which tells me that I will be provided with all I need. Look at that. Boom, right there. We got some base chakra energy working over there. Listen, I knew it. I don't look at these cards. That is crazy to like pick up those messages and just have the cards confirm, right? It's such a good feeling. But yeah, this is definitely an energy of this person just being focused on their material gain. The cards came out boom, 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 like that, just to confirm that. So I love how that energy is coming out. And then we have abundance. Yeah, absolutely. We have the sacral chakra, second chakra. I am worthy, yes, and I deserve an abundance of anything that I require. I watch my thoughts to ensure that I am honoring and respecting myself. I honor myself by knowing that I am worthy to receive. I am open to receive now. I remind myself that it is a sign of strength to ask for help. Boom, boom. What else do I need to say? What else is there to say? You have the angel of strength out there. You have the reminder. I remind myself that it is a sign of strength to ask for help. Whoever this is over here just needs to ask for help, ask for assistance, ask for guidance. If you need help with counseling, therapy, anything like that, ask for it for sure. So this person over here is focused on their material gain, and if they need help, they should ask as well. And if you need help, you should ask. I love how that energy is coming out, just to confirm. So if you're watching this reading and this resonates, please stop worrying about your divine partner, because both of you are fine. Just trust yourself intuitively and do the work. Work with yourself, love yourself, and know that that person is out there because they're right here. They're right here for you, they're right here. It's fine. And you both are just in this process of unfolding so that you can reach each other. You guys are soul searching and you're learning yourself so that when you come together, you can show up as your absolute best selves for each other. This is not just one person coming in and saying, I'm perfect for you. I'm this perfect person for you. This is both of you coming together and creating something very large and something very, very beautiful. So this is more than just falling in love and romance and fairy tale. This is commitment. This is strength. This is connection. This is a divine bond and partnership. And it is so much more work and commitment. And there's so much more value to it than how we romanticize our relationships. So really, really, really tap into that work. Tap into that work. And then I want to see which card should we show first. Actually, we'll save the Moonology card. We will tap into the energy of the White Light Oracle first. So we'll see, this card will show us the energy that you two will produce when you come together. So I love how that's coming through. Oh, you have Ishtar's Lion's Gate Portal of the 888. This is card number 44. This is the card of abundance. This is the card of purity. But I do want to read a little bit out of the book for you because I feel like that's beautiful. That is beautiful. It could have been any card and you got freaking Ishtar. All right. Ishtar's Lion's Gate. Your heart has a heightened connection with the higher realms of consciousness and light. A blessing, empowerment, and positive omen shall enter your world. Doors will open for you. Abundance and prosperity are headed your way. Take care of your heart. Ask for spiritual assistance, and it shall be granted. Something negative is going to transform into something very positive. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Read this. Let's read this. Her symbols are the gate, the eight-pointed star, and the lion. She's considered the goddess of the planet Venus, but the star Sirius is also sacred to her. Its rise each year marks her ascent from the dark realms, which ensures prosperity and good fortune for the year ahead. Her jewels and tools represent her great power and effectiveness. The star represents her higher consciousness and loving wisdom, and are a sign of great blessings for your life, indicating prosperity, peace, healing, and love. Beautiful, beautiful group one. I love this. I'm having so much fun. Oh, I love this. Okay. May the enlightened heart that truly loves humanity bring forth the compassion, mercy, grace, and protection needed so all beings may gain spiritual benefit, freedom, truth, and peace. Yes, group one. So before we go, let's tap into your Moonology card and let's see what the key is to unlocking all this energy. What, group one? What? What? That's crazy. Wow. Full moon in Leo, which we have this weekend. Don't let pride get in your way. For both of these energies, don't let this feeling of, hey, I got it made or I'm making it, I don't need nobody else. Don't let this super crazy pseudo false independence get in your way. And also don't let this trapped energy of I'm powerless and I can do nothing and everybody just has their foot on my neck. Don't let that energy get in your way either, because those are both weird senses or weird iterations of pride. Don't let pride get in your way. Be open, be vulnerable, especially if you two already know each other and you're already connected, even if this is like an estranged relationship where you both are like using these two elements against each other or something like that. Don't let pride get in your way. It literally could have been any other card, group one. You see what I'm saying? I love that. Your key to this connection is not allowing pride to get in your way. In pride, we're not talking about like a strong sense of self. We're not talking about your self-confidence, because we already had self-confidence come out, right? With the bottom deck of our chakra wisdom cards, if you watch the intro to this reading. So it's not self-confidence. And this is probably too, you're on a journey of learning the difference between self-confidence, and you're learning boundaries, and you're also learning how to be vulnerable. So I love how that's coming through. And our last card for the day, and this is advice for you. This is for the viewer, for the person watching. What is your advice today that you can take with you from this reading that will help you tap into this energy? We have, we have the Owl Spirit with You See Clearly Now. You understand that you are not alone. You understand that your person is out there for you, and you guys are just manifesting. You two are just manifesting each other. It's all happening, and now you understand why it's so important for you to walk away from this. It is so important for you to walk away from this. It is so important for you to tap into the higher energies that we have at play here. It is so important to allow Owl Spirit to guide you to where you're going. Okay? You see clearly now. It's like, why does card feel so thick? Is it two of them? But you see clearly now. All right, group one, that is your love reading. Beautiful energies we have out here. Your divine partner is out there for you. You both are just doing your thing, divining and integrating and doing whatever it is for you, or whatever it is you need to do in order to reach each other. So I really, really hope this reading resonated. If it did not, that is okay. Take what resonates and the rest will fall away. You're not obligated to hold anything that is not yours. If you did enjoy this video, go consider subscribing to this channel so that I can grow and flourish and make more fun, crazy, cool videos. And, you know, and you can hit that bell as well so that you'll know when new messages have arrived. So that's also really cool. But thank you so much, Group 1. I love you so much, Soul Kin, and I really, really hope to see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, hello, Group 2, for all of our friends who chose the pink candle plus the Voyager Tarot Lovers card. So excited because I love this deck so much. This will be your reading. All right, so we're going to light your candle here today. And then what we're going to be talking about is your divine partner, your divine counterpart, the twin flame. I probably won't do a lot of these readings because I feel like people become very, very dependent upon them. And they don't realize the level of shadow work and just work through all aspects of your life that you have to go through to, you know, to like come into contact with this, like these high levels of love. And for some of us is a lot easier, but I feel like for the people who actively seek out readings like this, I feel like you're being prepared for something very, very out of this world, a very, very deep love, a very deep sense of reverence. So there's just a lot of different energies that you're playing with, and there's a lot of different ways in which you need to be filled and to there's just a different plane of energy that you tap into when it comes to relationships and connection and divine bonds and divine partnerships. So that's what we'll be focusing on today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these two cards and they're going to represent you and the other. Take it as it resonates. I'll try to keep the language concise, but it's really hard for me because I'm so used to saying you, because I'm talking to you, the viewer. But either of these can resonate with you. And then we have our Chakra wisdom cards, energy oracle, and fun other stuff as well that we'll get into. But starting off, we will start with these two right here. We'll start with the romance angels and the energy cards. So one card will represent you, one card will represent them, and you just take it how it resonates. So we have true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Ooh, so this is someone who is definitely wanting that true love, that one, which will come through a lot with all these piles. But I honestly feel like this is actually the pile that actually might be the fairy tale like reading, because what I'm picking up right now already, it feels like I'm not sure if you have come into contact with this person yet, but let's see what your other card is. And we have, ooh, children. Your love life is being affected by children. Okay. I don't feel like right off the bat, before we even turn over the energy oracle cards, I feel like you either have never met this person, you don't know this person very well, or you may know of this person. It honestly feels like you two don't know each other very well, or you may know each other like you may know that you exist, or they like you might know that each other exists as human beings, but you may not know anything outside of that. Like you may have like seen each other in passing. For some reason, I'm feeling like there might be a log in your brain of their like face or something, and they for you, but I honestly am feeling like these are like new love energies, like you've never met this person before. It's very interesting. So we'll get into these cards and see, we'll just get more energy than we are picking up from the romance angels. So we have the thinking man. Interesting. And then we have the garden and the gate. Okay. So I want to start with the energy of this person over here for the beginning of this reading. So I'm going to just push this to the side just a little bit, just because the Voyager Tarot deck is like huge. The huge cards, but they're beautiful though. They're beautiful though. All right. So this person over here, definitely I feel like this this is like some crazy, like I don't mean to say crazy, but this is definitely like some Romeo and Juliet type energy. Like this is the type of person who is super, super romantic. They have like a really romantic element about them. They are very like will like send you affirmations in the morning, like affirmation text, like good morning beautiful, I hope you have a beautiful day and you're strong and wonderful and I love you and I'm so like kind of like sappy crap like that. Like it feels very like they'll go out of their way, like they'll go above and beyond to like do very like cute, sappy, gross, ill, ooey gooey, cringy things. Like this is the type of person that'll be outside your window, like Rick Rawling you with a boombox, you know, like just never gonna give. Oh god, I can't sing it, but you know what I mean. It's like this is that. Like this person is very silly. They're very like. This person is very love at first sight. This person is very very love at first sight. Like it almost like has to be that way for them or else they won't like. And I feel like a lot of piles may have like that tendency, but I feel like this person, it's like this person, like it's actually going to happen for them. Like this person is actually going to see their person and it'll be like this, like Cupid just in the back, like it'll be like you know, like it'll be just like very cutesy and like it's gonna be like that for them, for this person. If this person is you, congratulations, you know. But I feel so confident about this too. Like whoever this person is, this is very like love at first sight. Like I see you, I want you. Like this is my person. Like the first time that you and this other person lock eyes, this is literally just gonna be it for them. They're like, yep, that's it. That's who it is. It's almost like when you two lock eyes, like it's gonna like there's gonna be like this spark. And I'm sorry that it's like the lighting is a little like atrocious right now, but that this crystal in his palm, this is that spark that he's holding on to. That spark, he wants that love at first sight. And I'm saying he, but this could be you can be, you know, any type of gender expression in watching. But this person presented in this card is looking at that spark. This person is very very love at first sight. They're very like, yeah, like they want their person, they want that experience, and they're almost like they're almost manifesting it. And as I say that, look who jumps out, the magician. That's what I'm saying. This person is going to have it no other way. Like this is love at first sight for them. That's what they want and that's how they're going to have it. Like when they see you or you see them and this is you, it's going like you're gonna know like, oh yeah, this is the person. This is, I don't have to think twice about this. Then we have Child of Worlds with player. Please don't think player means like, you know, like some type of foxy person. Unless you are a player, then you know you just crush a lot. Then we have the Sage of Worlds with master. So we're just getting a little more energy or a little more understanding what's going on over here. And oh my god, group two. Look at that. You have the sun. Group two. And then bottom deck. Look at that. You have strength. This person's will is crazy. Like this person's will with Child of Worlds paired with the Sage of Worlds, this person's will and with the sun coming out, this person's, I keep saying this person's will, you probably like shut up. You probably like shut up girl, but this person's will is so strong. Hold on, give me a second to turn the light on because I like this cozy vibe, but like I want you to actually like see the cards. Just give me 1 second. All right, group two. Sorry about that. I just really wanted you to see these cards because it's Voyager Tarot and it's my favorite ever, and you have to see. So this person literally will stop at nothing to make sure that their like life unfolds the way that they want it to, almost the way that they expect it to as well. Like they have this like almost like this chore list for their like energy and their guides, and their guides are adhering to it. It feels like that is a wild energy to feel. Like it feels like they're like, universe, I want this, and the universe is actively responding and it's just like, yes, let's do it. Like, you know, like this is the type of energy that is wild. It feels very like it's a very confronting energy to have someone with this level of confidence in themselves and respect at the same time. It's like they have a level of confidence and respect in themselves and everything around them and the universe. It's just unparalleled. Like this person is very like, and it's like the universe is responding to it. It's like the universe knows that this person is being very sincere and this person is being very direct and clear about their ask. They're not beating around the bush at all. They're being like, if this is what I want, this is what I want to experience in this life. It almost is like this person has been through so much in their life, and they've kind of like overhauled a lot of their past trauma, even from past lifetimes. I'm feeling and hearing, and in this life, they kind of just get to play around a little bit more. So they get to play around with the magic that is present. So they're kind of like taking all this magic and this matter that is present within this life, and they kind of get to manipulate it and kind of like play around with it and do what they will with it. It's a very, very beautiful energy. I know that sounds crazy, but that is how it's coming through. It's not like this person has a lot to do and a lot to accomplish in this life. It feels as though, but it feels like they have some kind of like, they have a lot more space as a soul to play and expand and just have this energy and have this hold this frequency. It's very beautiful the way it's showing up in my vision, the way they're modeling it. It's a very, very beautiful thing to experience and see. And we have the sun jumping right out of there. This person is magical. They're a very, very radiant human being. I honestly feel like if this is not you, when you meet this person, they're going to kind of take you by storm a little bit. Their confidence is going to actually kind of like shake you a little bit, because you're not going to, it's like, if this is not you, this person is kind of going to challenge you a little bit, because you're going to be like, whoa, that is a lot of spice. Like that's a lot of sass. Like that's what it feels like. And it doesn't make like necessarily feel like they're like problematic or like spicy or anything like that, but they feel very like, I want what I want and I'm going to get what I want. And it doesn't feel forceful or any way. Like everything that they're doing is, they're designing it and they're co-creating with the universe. It's not like they're forcing something into being that they don't want, that somebody else does not want. You see what I'm saying? And it's like they are manifesting you, but I feel like you're doing the same thing over here. If this is you over here, if this is not you, whoever over here is doing the same thing, but they're also afraid to move out of their comfort zone a little bit. So I honestly feel like this person is going to help this person move out of their comfort zone, and this person is just going to give them that like fairy tale magical feeling that they want to feel, that love at first sight, that butterflies in the stomach, that blush on the face, the giddy I can't control myself around you, that kind of like helplessness, because there's like this level of helplessness when it comes to love that they want to feel. They want to feel completely enraptured by somebody. They want to feel completely like taken by storm. And it's funny how they want to feel that, and that is exactly what they're going to do to you in a more like their character, their personality is going to kind of take you by storm, but the love and the devotion and what they feel in their body for you is going to take them by storm. And that's exactly the energy that they're tapping into. And I love how I was like, oh, this person is manifesting, and the magician popped right out like that. I love the Voyager Tarot deck so much. It's very responsive. It is such a responsive deck. If you don't have it, you should totally pick it up. It's one of my favorites, absolutely. And then you have strength over here. This person is really, really strong. And then you have the star right under it over there. And I feel like you two in this lifetime are going to help each other build a lot of strength. And I also feel like there's something beautiful like that's coming from you. Like okay, that's the energy. So either one of you already has a child, and this relationship is going to bring out this beautiful gift, talent, or ability out of that child, or this is a relationship that is being built or coming together by your descendants. So your descendants, like the souls that want to be born or come through you, are helping behind the veil. They're helping behind the veil to make sure that this comes together, basically. And I feel like that's exactly why we have the children card out here. There's either, I feel like both of you want children. Um, yeah, both of you definitely want children for sure. Like, definitely, like, both of you want to have kids. Like, I can see, like, this is definitely a family type future thing, even if it's blended. I could see a blended family working perfectly with this person over here does not care if you have kids. They don't care how many. If they love you, they love you. Like that. It feels very intense. I'm not gonna lie. This feels like a very intense level of love. Now, it doesn't feel scary or something like that. It feels like a very intense level of love. And I feel like you moving out of your whoever this is over here, I keep saying that the challenge for you is going to be moving out of your comfort zone. And I feel like right now you are being challenged a lot to move out of your comfort zone, because this person is not going to let you stay there at all. Like, it's just not happening for them. It's just, there's a certain level of like love and care and play that this person requires, and that they have an expectation for, that you're going to have to meet. If this is not you, this is probably you, though. Honestly, this over here is probably you. You have that expectation and that level of care that you absolutely require in order to be in a relationship, especially a long-term relationship with someone. So I'm honestly picking up on that. This person over here is all about the love at first sight, the fairy tale, the true love, and they've already manifested it. It just feels like right now it's just in the process of unfolding. Like, that's all it feels like. Like, this feels very like near. This feels very like close future. This does not feel very far away at all. It feels like this person has been doing a lot of work to kind of get their energies where they need to be in order for this to manifest. Like, they were like very like, I want this and nobody's going to take this away from me. Whatever they had to do in order to begin that manifestation process, it didn't matter. The shadow work, the healing, therapy, um, writing, journaling, setting intentions or full moons, whatever it is this person had to do in order for them to have the life that they want to have and to meet the divine counterpart that they want in this lifetime, they did it. They're a beautiful person to learn from. This person really feels like they know something about magic. So, whew, that person is a lot. That person has intense energy. If that's you, I'm sorry for like dissing you a little bit. I'm not dissing you. I love you, but like let's move these cards to the side. I actually want to keep that energy over there. It feels right. It doesn't feel right to put those cards back in the deck. Because I feel like this is shared energy anyway. So what you see happening over here, and an element of that is happening to you as well, because this is a shared energy. So this person over here with the children, you definitely are being asked to come out of your comfort zone. It's almost like you've forgotten about the fairy tales of life. You've forgotten about it all. And this is such a beautiful card, because it feels like you've trapped yourself in this idea that it's not for you, that it can't happen. But also you trapped yourself in this idea. I honestly feel like if you're watching group 2, the possibility that you already have children is extremely high. And it feels like if you already have children, it feels like you're nervous that when you meet that person, that the child is going to be a deal breaker. And I am here to tell you that that is not true. Hold on. If I can pick up the car. Girl be struggling over here. True love. This is a romance of a lifetime. And literally, your child actually has a huge role to play in this connection. So I'm honestly feeling like if the fear of you not being able to connect with someone because you have a child is playing a factor, I am here to tell you that that is no factor to this person. They do not care. They love you. They want you, and they see your child as an extension of you, like a miniature you. They love that child just as much. They're not going to push this child aside just because they weren't there. They're not the birth parent. It feels like they have a sweetheart, and they have the ability to love this child as if it is as if the child is their own. Now there are another group of you here where literally you have souls in the akash, you have souls like up in the stars that are like looking down and like helping to move all these elements so that you and this person come together so that they can be born through you. Your literal descendants are helping this to happen. So not only do you have your spiritual team, your ancestors, the angels, all this goodness helping you, you even have your descendants making sure that this happens. This is not some small thing to them. And it feels like this person's frequency paired with your frequency is the exact portal that they need to be born into this earth. And I feel like all of us to a certain extent choose that, right? But I feel like this is very, very like, this is some big energy. Whoever this is, whoever this descendant is on the veil helping this to come together is a huge energy, and they have a very, very large role to play in the evolution of humanity. I know it sounds crazy and it sounds huge, but I like to work with big energy over here, okay? And that is exactly how it feels. That is what it feels like. Whoever this descendant is that is making sure that this connection happens, they want to be born through you because they have a duty. They have a mission to fulfill when it comes to the evolution of humanity in some type of way. And you and this other person, you're like the perfect portal for them. And it has been like, this is massive energy. So let's see who this person is over here. Like, what are you going through right now? What is this energy doing? Like, what is happening over here? I am so interested because it feels like the people who already have children, your child already has some type of like gift or some type of ability or something. Like, you've probably noticed them like maybe talking to like imaginary friends, or like they started talking really early, or there's some type of like prodigy, or there's just something that you're picking up about them that is just not out of the ordinary, it's extraordinary. Like you're picking up something on your own child, if you already have a child, where you're like, that's interesting. Like, how do you know that? Like, even if they're like recalling a past life or talking to spirits that they see in your house or something like that, there's something that your child is already picking up, or something that you already noticed about your child that you're just like, interesting. And that's because they have a very, very large duty to fulfill in this earth, or on this earth. And it's very, very important that you and this person come together, and they're making sure that this happens. Even if you already have a child, it's like their energy or their frequency, their resonance is like a magnet. It's pulling this person toward you and toward them, because it's just the perfect chemistry. It's like the perfect combination. It's exactly what this child or this descendant needs in order to be successful in this life or in their mission. So this is like, even though this is about love, this is about relationship, this is about romance, we're doing a reading over divine counterparts, right? This is like twin flame energy. This is divine counterpart energy. This is not karmic relationships. This is not casual relationships. This is like, if you're here at this reading right now and listening to this, this is because you want to know about someone you're divinely meant to be with, like your partner for life. This is like a connection that is fated or destined to happen. This is what this feels like. And karmic relationships are destined to happen as well, but they're more of like lessons, integrating, moving old energy out. This is for healing. This is for resonance. This is for elevation. This is for joy, abundance, ease, and comfort. That is the energy that we're bringing into this reading right now. So if you're here watching this, I really want you to hold that vision, because this is something that is happening that is higher, and it's outside of you. Like, it's outside. A lot of what is happening is a little bit outside of your control. Okay, like, for all the pals, there's that element of it being outside of your control, but this is even more so because you have a descendant that is divinely orchestrating this and making sure that it all goes according to plan, or like what they need it to be. And of course, both of you will be happy because they didn't just choose you randomly. You know, they chose two people that would be extremely compatible. Extremely compatible. So if you're in this situation right now and you feel like you have to wait, or you're in a situation where you're like, oh, but am I ever going to find love? I have kids. Is there anybody going to ever love me and my kids? Please do not worry about that if you're watching this reading. Or if I'm too old to have kids or something like that. I do get an element here too. There's like this, oh, am I too old or something like that? Has the clock ticked away? Like, no, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. There's just no need for it, even if this is something that doesn't happen, like via what we would consider, normal conception or some type of birth or something like that. This is definitely some type of like descendant energy coming through. Like, yes, those are the two people. Those are my parents. That's who I want. Those two extremely compatible human beings are my portal. That's what this feels like. Or the resonance that your child is already holding, or your children are already holding, like that. Yeah, that's the person. That's the person who has that frequency that'll allow us to reach the levels and where we need to be. They already know, like their higher selves already know intuitively. So I'm sorry for like rambling. Let's get some more cards over here. This is crazy energy, So we have Two of Cups with equilibrium. Wow. We have compassion with the Three of Wands in reverse. We have the Sage of Wands with Seer. Yeah. Absolutely. Then we have the Six of Cups with Sorrow. And then bottom deck energy, we have Time and Space, which is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Listen. Just like I was saying over there, stop worrying about time, stop worrying about timing, stop worrying about your internal clock and all these other things, because there's just something higher being orchestrated here. And I like how Sorrow with the Six of Cups came out, because Six of Cups typically in any other deck will talk about actual like nostalgia, the past, soulmates, and romance. So I love how the Six of Cups came out with Sorrow, because I honestly feel like this card being supported by the Seer right here and the Wheel of Fortune, I feel honestly like you are the type of person, if this is you or them, where it's like you have put yourself through so much doubt and shame and just sadness, because the life that you envision for yourself, or that you have the ability to see, and you can see it manifesting in all these small ways, you continuously doubt because of all the elements around you and in your life. So you're constantly asking yourself, how is this going to come to pass? How is this going to be because of this? Or I have children, so how is this going to happen? And I honestly feel like you just need to have more compassion for yourself. Have more compassion and trust in other people, like trust in actual compassion itself. Ooh, excuse me. I feel like, look at that. This is your descendant coming through. This is your descendant or your child coming through. Honestly, that's them. They're literally like, hi, hello, I'm here. You're my portal. That's them. So honestly, I feel like this is in reverse, because you're not giving yourself enough compassion, and you're not like trusting in the gentleness and the compassion that is within other human beings. I feel like you're the type of person that gets actually fixated on sorrow. You get fixated on the Six of Cups energy in this deck, and there's a reason why decks choose to be where they choose to be. I always trust them. There's a reason why this card came out, and I honestly feel like it's because you resonate and you almost fixate on this type of energy because you're so used to it. And I also am loving this elephant energy that's on this. Also, the elephants are just speaking about descendants and children to me, and also how they are clearing a path, because the elephant energy typically does talk a lot about learning from the past, clearing a path. Like, it honestly feels like if this is you or this is the other person, like whoever this is, they get fixated on very, very sad, sorrowful energy. Like, like, why is the world like this? Why is it so challenging? Why is it just, I can't escape it? Like, I'm just so sad all the time. It does feel like if you are in this energy because you are like lonely, or you're just having a hard go at it, I honestly feel like you trusting what you see in the vision that you have for yourself, pairing it with this natural compassion that is within every human being, is that equilibrium energy that you're trying to reach. Trust the future that you see for yourself. Trust this fairy tale ending. I honestly feel like because it hasn't happened yet, this is why you have so much doubt and so much sadness around it, and why you question it so much. You literally have, look at that, and under time and space, we have the Ace of Swords. So it really just, and that's that crystal being. This is that. This is that. This is the thing that he's holding. It's the same thing. Brilliance. This is like a fairy tale, beautiful firework, explosive energy and ending. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's absolutely, absolutely beautiful. You have the sun out here. You have the literal sun out here. You have the wheel of fortune casting the overall frequency of this portion of the reading. This is all just about divine timing and working through this sorrow energy, because this person is just like this person over here. It's just not, they can hold this. They don't mind it. They don't mind your baggage. They love you as you are. However, they are not going to enable you to play in these energies. They're not going to enable your behavior, is what I'm picking up. They're not going to enable you pretending to be powerless. They're not going to enable this constant entertaining of these, like, this pessimistic element or theme that you have in your life. They're just not going to entertain it. That's what I'm saying. This person is going to challenge you. They're going to take you out of your comfort zone. They're going to challenge who you are and who you think you are as a person in your identity. And they're going to challenge you to forgive and love yourself and move on. And to stop taking things so personally, and knowing that by you just being the person that you are and showing up in the world is the best thing that you can do to be of service to humanity. It's your brilliance, it's your light, it's your radiance. And I honestly feel like this energy is just really waiting for you to kind of like reach the brink of this equilibrium. It's not even like you have to be all the way there, but there's an element to it that just has to be accepted. It's like you can't play both things right now, and you're being tasked with rising above this sorrowful energy. Because there's a lot that you pick up on intuitively. There's a lot that you see. I feel like your descendants have already spoken to you and come to you in your dream state, and maybe even in your waking state. This Three of Wands energy, you're looking towards your future. They see you. They're like literally coming from your future and just like, hello, like, we're here. We're just, chilling until the time is right. That's it. Because this is higher than your own self. This is higher than just wanting your life to be a romance movie. Okay? This is you got a lot going on here. Wheel of Fortune energy, time and space. So I honestly feel like when you meet, when these two energies come together, I feel like the world is going to implode. Oh my goodness. There's a lot of energy going on here. You have this master, beautiful, confident manifestor over here, and you have this crazy, like, intuitive seer that just needs to get out of their own way. You're like the radiant, you're master of balance. You have this beautiful balance of polarity within you. And I can see why your descendants will want to come through this portal of both you and this person, or to work with both of these energies at the same time. You're like a master of of polarity, and they are too. And it's like this beautiful, like deep enlightenment and growth that is happening at the same time is very, very beautiful. There's just a lot going on here. I feel like this person over here is just kind of healing, shifting, reaching this equilibrium so that they can really, really tap into the high levels of love that you're going to experience in this person and in this relationship, honestly. Because I feel like right now there's a fear and you're not quite there yet. You're not quite ready yet. Until you trust your intuition and your abilities and your gifts, because your kids and your descendants have them too. And it's probably why you're picking up on the little things that they're doing that you're like, huh. It's just all about you coming out of that comfort zone and trusting your own power and your ability, because it's like you two are matching each other like a mirror energy. So it's like they're progressing, like they're reaching that energy so that they can hold that frequency for you wherever they are in the world, and you're matching that energy, and your descendants are making sure you're matching that energy. And that's why a lot of your life, probably especially recently, can feel very sorrowful, because you're both playing into these frequencies. I feel like on some days they might actually be this and you are this over here. And I feel like there are some days where it'll be vice versa. So this is beautiful, beautiful energy that's coming through. Every time I hear sirens, I always feel like, like healing, or I always feel like there's like a message from like Archangel Michael just coming through, like, yep, I'm just chilling, I'm here. I'm making sure I'm protecting, I'm overseeing. He always comes with a message for me, like, you are safe. Like, this is safe energy. Like, you can trust. And this situation is just asking you to trust. Oof. All right. So let's get into your chakra wisdom cards. This one feels here, and that one feels there. So, but they're both interchangeable, right? Because this is all shared mutual energy that's just being exchanged between two very, very beautiful people. So the first card we have over here is independence. Yep. I know what my needs are, and I actively pursue them, knowing that I will be guided and provided for when I put in the effort. I open myself to all possibilities and participate fully in life. I open myself to all possibilities and participate fully in life. I don't know why I had to read that twice. I use my imagination and my vision to initiate what I wish for, and I pursue it. I am not waiting to be rescued. I am not a victim. I am strong. Love that. I love that energy. So I honestly feel like this is like a mutual sharing energy. Like, this person is awakening this within themselves, and you're tapping into that energy. So that's what you're learning right now. And then we have building a strong foundation with the root chakra. And Archangel Michael is root chakra energy. In the energy oracle deck, he is root chakra energy, and you have two root chakras out here. So, and we have the root chakra, and we're literally saying descendants want to come through your portal, the womb. So that, I love how that's coming through. So we have, I create stability and security by adequately providing myself with the basic needs of a healthy life, such as shelter, food, water, and clothing. I use my creativity to build a strong foundation, as this is an essential key to my survival and growth. The more inner and outer stability I have, the more grounded and fulfilling my life will become. I respect myself and take care of my physical body by nurturing and nourishing it. My body tells me what it needs. Exactly. Like, like there's nothing else we need to say here. There's nothing else we need to say here about that energy. It's just, you two are master manifestors. You're divine, like everybody is divine, right? But it's like this is this type of energy where, like, in this lifetime, like, you're really being tasked with understanding your own power and divinity. And you both are just mirroring that for each other and going through these different situations right now that are kind of like challenging you, because they're challenging old conditioning so that you can move out of this smallness, so that you can really meet in the capacity that you want to meet and love each other, and you want to nurture each other. So let's look at the White Light Oracle card that you two have. So this is what the energy will be, or what it'll potentially look like when you two come together. It'll look like the freeing world exploding. Yep. We have telepathy of Terra Martyr. So yeah, that, like I was saying, you two are like mirroring each other. So like, it's like they're doing the thing on their side, and like you're picking up on the energy. Like you two are already communicating telepathically. Like you two already, like, even though I feel like this is new love, you two don't know each other yet, I feel like in a spiritual sense, or in a spiritual plane, you two already know each other. You already communicate. So I am going to go to the book just to read a couple excerpts and get you some more information, because these are just potent. So, the pathway for your spiritual fulfillment and the sacred manifestation of your purpose is not necessarily logical and will evolve organically. The skillful and unpredictable workings of the Mother Earth are supporting your soul journey unconditionally. Following up on inspired ideas and allowing for unexpected shifts in direction are integral to the manifestation of your soul purpose. Commit to an idea that feels good to your heart. Even if it seems improbable or unattainable, it will manifest successfully. So I love how manifestation comes out pretty much instantly for this reading. This is huge, guys. Like, this is huge. Yeah. We will understand that as we fulfill our own heart, we are contributing toward the fulfillment of all hearts. We will recognize at a deep, intuitive, cellular level that our soul fulfillment is never just about us as individuals. Whenever there is a genuine spiritual win, every being benefits. Egos may not like it. They may feel jealous or denied, and will likely whinge and whine, and perhaps try to undermine your spiritual progress by labeling your work as selfish or deluded or irrelevant. That is what the ego does, what egos do. Best to note it, have compassion for it, then ignore it and get on with your sacred task. The Oracle of Telepathy of Terra Martyr comes to you with the guidance that Earth Mother knows your spiritual destiny and how to help you fulfill your life purpose, because, of course, that is why you're here in a body. She is on the side of your soul, of all souls, actually, because whilst egos may be at war, the soul is always on the same side, that of love, evolution, and enlightenment. Woo. Woof. Woof. Yes. Yes. I just kind of like got taken aback a little bit. I just got taken aback a little bit. Group 2. Free yourself, group 2. If this is you, you feel like you're the one who is trapped in the sorrow, definitely feel free yourself. And it's funny because the Moonology cards that we chose today are going to be used as the key to unlocking this energy, you know. And I think it's funny how collectively the bottom deck was adjustments are required. So I love how that energy is coming through. And then on the Chakra wisdom cards, the bottom deck was self-confidence. So a lot of energy coming through on this reading. So actually, I want to get into your Moonology card next. Let's see what the moon believes is your key. And the reason why I wanted to use the moon as a key was, you know, I just felt it intuitively. And I love how the energy oracle came through with the bottom deck energy to back me up. And it said, Goddess of the Moon. So that energy is there. And I'm trusting it because I trust and love myself, okay? I'm loyal to what I love. All right, so your key, your Moonology key for this divine connection is allowing it to be. Oh my Jesus, group 2. That is really all you have to do. Take yourself out of that sorrow. It's literally already happening. You have the telepathy. Why does my mouth want to say telepathy so bad? Like oh my God, that's so funny. But look at that. Boom. New moon in Libra. A new romantic cycle begins. Group freaking 2. That is your key. Your key is to let it be. Your key is to allow it to happen. Your key is to not fight it. Your key is to allow it to unfold and not play so deeply into this pessimistic, sorrowful energy, and to allow and unlock the compassion within you so that you can share that with every other living being, because you and the person that you're connected to has compassion to hold love for the entire freaking world. It's a beautiful thing. And this is coming together because you have descendants making sure that it comes into being. And then this card is your animal spirit card, and this card will be purely advice for you, group 2. So the person who is actually watching. So let's see what that card is. We have, wow. Look at that. Look at your descendants coming through. I told you. Look at your descendants coming through with the baby bunnies. Rabbit spirit, now is a lucky time. Pair with a new romantic cycle begins. Listen, like I was saying earlier, I had no clue what cards were out here. You know, with like the Moonology card is animal spirit. I never know the cards. So the fact that I was picking up on this happening very soon, which is it was a crazy energy. I was like, this is happening soon. This is not like distant. This is like on the way. Like, this is happening. So you have a new romantic cycle begins plus rabbit spirit with now's a lucky time. That's huge. This is definitely happening. So it's just, might as well get that sun energy, have fun with it, let go of that shame, that doubt, that guilt, because this person's going to love you and love your children if you have any. They're just going to love everything about you in your life, and you're going to love everything about them. And this is definitely fairy tale energy. Look at that rabbit. And you literally have the card of romance with a Libra energy. This is happening. It's happening. This is beautiful. This is like Empress energy to me too. Okay? This is happening. You two already know each other. You already connect. You already talk. Like, you guys just hang out in the astral plane together and just chit chat like, hey, how's it going? Like, you just wake up and you don't remember, but it's happening. Oh, group 2, I love you so much. This is fun. This is such a fun reading. I should do love readings more often. I always like fight them and try to stay away from them. But now I'm just like, these are fun. I see why people do them so much. All right, group 2, that wraps up your reading. I really, really hope that it resonates, because I want nothing more, than to watch you have this fairy tale, beautiful, magical ending with you and your partner. If you did enjoy this video, go ahead and slap it with a like and hit this channel with a subscribe so you can help me continue to grow and flourish. As always, if it did not resonate, that is okay. Take what resonates and the rest will fall away. You are not under any obligation to carry anything that is not yours, okay? All right, group 2. Love you so much, Soulkin. I hope to see you next time, friend. Bye-bye. Hello, group 3, for all of our friends who chose the caramel candle and our Venetian Tarot Lovers card. This will be your reading today. So we are getting into some love messages. So what we are tapping into today is like higher than like karmic partnerships and stuff like that. We're going straight into the nitty gritty with those divine connections, those divine bonds, that divine counterpart energy. So what we'll be doing today is we'll be using these romance angel cards plus the energy oracle cards just to get some messages about your energy and the other person's energy. Now, I won't be specifying which is which. That will be your task, but I'll just be divining and saying what energy is there. And then we also have an animal spirit card for your personal advice for the person watching. The Moonology card is your key to unlocking this beautiful connection that we have. And then this is the White Light Oracle card, represent the beautiful energy that you'll create when you come together, or that you're already creating. And then our Chakra wisdom cards over here, that'll just give us some more information about the chakra medicine that is happening between you two. So we'll go ahead and put the Lover's card back into the deck. Give it a chance to come out again if it so would like. And we'll tap into your Romance Angels and your Energy Oracle cards. So firstly, we have very soon. That's crazy. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So I say that's crazy because there's another pile out there that also had a similar very soon message. So it's likely that you resonate with that pile as well. And then we also have, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So I'm going to split these energies because one will represent over here, one will represent the other. And then, okay, we have over here, happy family. And I feel like that's in reverse, but I feel like it's in reverse, but we'll get into why. And then we have, you guys are funny. You're funny, group 3. Look at that 4-4 energy. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Woman holding a heart. Right over that, it is safe for you to love. All right, so what we're going to do first is tap into this person's energy over here. All right. This is funny. So, group 3, whoever this person is over here, whatever it is coming into their life in regards to, or into your life in regards to romance, it's a very actually happy energy, but I honestly feel like there are some disconnections that have been or will be happening before this happens. It's almost like a making room, making space type energy. Now, this doesn't feel harsh. This doesn't feel like cutting everybody off or letting people go or something like that. This just honestly feels like boundaries. It feels very simple. It's very simple, very simplistic. It doesn't feel like, oh, in order for me to achieve this type of love, I have to not be friends with this person anymore or something like that. No, it doesn't feel like that at all. This honestly feels like in order for you to, or in order for this person to feel satisfied with having a happy family, they must practice boundaries in a very, very safe, loving, compassionate, caring way. And a lot of times people mistake compassion for being like, some people like try to use compassion and selflessness interchangeably, and I personally just don't think that is the truth. Oh, I forgot to light your candle for the reading. Let's light that while I'm just rambling. But yeah, I'm not one of those people who use those two terms interchangeably. Um Compassion feels, sometimes compassion can be used firmly, and I feel like this type of person is one of those people where they use compassion sweetly and firmly, which is something, it's so funny that I was just saying that the other day. They know how important it is to tell the truth. They know how important it is to be the person they desire and they see themselves being, because that's the best way that they can show up for you and their family and their friends and their, coworkers, their employees. They've been working on this truthfulness, and I feel like if this is not you and you're the person over here, you need this truthfulness, because I feel like the person over here is one of those people where they need almost not constant, but they like reassurance. This person over here likes to know that that the person that they're with is in love with them, and they just want to hear like cutesy things sometimes, or they just want to feel wanted, needed, and loved. So this person over here is very, very all about open, honest communication. This person over here is huge on communication. This person over here requires that you communicate with them. If you do not communicate with them openly, that will cause friction. I am not lying to you. That is why I feel like happy family is in reverse, because they really, really, really want you, if this person is not you, to understand that communication is key for them. It is key. They want to know what is bothering you. They don't want this to be like some little petty game where they have to guess why you feel a certain way, or why you're mad, or why they are getting the silent treatment or something like that. This person is not into that. It's just like they're operating out of a higher level of maturity, and they expect and require you to do the same thing. If this is not you, of course, like if this is you, you operate out of a higher level of maturity and you require that your partner do the same thing. I can use these terms interchangeably because you two are in essence mirroring each other as divine counterparts. So one day your energy may be here and one day your energy may be there, but as divine counterparts, you both are looking for, in essence, similar things. So this person over here, absolutely requires communication, and they require this higher level of maturity and confidence is coming through for this person. This person requires that you be confident. They also like a little tad bit of arrogance to their loved ones. They like people who say, I'm going to do this, and then they watch that person do the thing. That's like a turn on for them. They like ambition, they like drive. This person over here, okay, they like a little bit of cockiness, they like a little bit of arrogance, so I like that. But they definitely feel like they're someone who wants a big family. They're someone who wants a partner that'll host big events, and like, oh yeah, Super Bowl is happening, we're gonna plan and we're gonna eat, like they like cookouts, and they're somebody who is very, very family oriented, and they are very focused on having a big traditional family. They really, really want a traditional family. So I honestly feel like it's in reverse, because this is an absolute requirement for them. Absolute requirement for them. And I feel like it's in reverse because it's like, if you are watching this and happy family, if a big traditional family is not for you or what you're looking for, this is probably not your reading. I feel like their energy is even coming through with this standard, with this boundary, saying clearly decide if you want me or not, because if you are not aligned with this expectation, this is not your reading. So this is like them literally turning like away, like placing a boundary in this reading, which is very, very, very interesting. This person is huge on boundaries, very, very strong personality. They're not the type of person that's going to take crap from anybody. Super, super protective, an extremely protective personality. I don't know what it is about them, but they're the type of person where if this is not you, right, and say it's them, and you're hanging out and somebody just looks at you the wrong way, or like not looks at you the wrong way, but just says something to you that's just out of line, they're the type of person that's going to get up out of their seat and let that person have it. Like they're going to make sure that people are corrected, and they're going to make sure that people are in their lane and they're not talking to you crazy. This is that type of person. They're also the type of person that's going to push you to do things you feel like you can't do. This person's going to push your limits, and they're going to push what you believe is possible. So if you're like, oh, I want to do this, but they're going to be like, huh? You said what? Like, no, we're going to do this. Like, there's no buts. We are going to do this. We're not playing that. This person has a strong energy. This person's like mighty, like, yeah, go forth and conquer. Like, they're very, 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 they have a very passionate energy about them. I like this person. They're cool. This person's awesome. We have the Page of Swords. Yep. Go forth and conquer type energy, of course. The cards just come out with that confirmation. Let's get more. Yep. Look at that. We have the 10 of Pentacles. Oh my God, there's actually a sad reason why I feel like that's in reverse. The sad energy that I'm picking up. We have the 7 of Pentacles, and we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. This person is working through their own energy because they're having some fear. Look at what's bottom deck. Oh, they have a huge, huge fear of their own reality. They feel like the work that they put in isn't enough. They feel like they have this energy about them that they're working through currently, that it makes them feel like they're not enough. The devil energy is like coming through as an overall frequency for them over here on this side, as if it's saying to them, there's like this attachment of overindulgence in like a very like an energy that's like trying to take them away from their legacy. It's almost like they have something within them trying to throw them off balance, basically. So it's almost like they're right now going through or like struggling with this like internal war, basically. Like they have this energy about them. When I saw the 10 of Pentacles come out, I was like, oh, like this person's actually really struggling with this. And that's another reason why we have happy family in reverse, because there's energy here with the Seven of Pentacles. They feel like they're not doing enough, and they have this thing, this like little pesky thing in them that is trying to keep them from this higher level of understanding, actually like taking this Ace of Swords here and then being the Page of Swords and actually wielding it, when really they need to wield this sword against this devil energy. This is a beautiful devil card, absolutely. And it's one of my favorites in the deck, and I love the devil card, and it always comes through with a different types of energy. It's not always about some craziness, you know, like people always try to like use tarot cards for them to be like crazy, like, oh no, the devil, the tower, you know, like, no. You know, I'm telling you what I'm picking up on intuitively. You're like, oh no, it's in reverse, that means bad, that means block. No, it does not feel, it is, no, this means that you're just in the process of progress. That's it, people. Come on, relax. Relax. You're in the process of progress. That's it. There are no blockages. There are no blah blah blah. You know, like we gotta throw that type of talk away. It's just unhelpful, especially in this type of field where people will literally cling on to very, very just the simplest of things, imagery, words. I feel like we do have a duty to be a lot more careful with our language when we do these types of readings, and it's something that I'm trying to get better at myself. There's a level of responsibility and care that we have to offer to people when we're offering this level of guidance, because I honestly don't feel like anything is blocked here. You're just cooking. You're magical. Your body is working through this alchemy. You're stirring, you're adding ingredients, you're tasting, you're changing the recipe. That's it. That's all that's happening. I honestly feel like this person over here has this like little piece of pesky conditioning that's coming from this devil energy, and it's very, very fixed in its ways. And the only way this person can get out of it is if it actually completely this person has to completely make a conscious shift. This is not necessarily something that is going to like, oh, this is what is, you know, this is just give it some time. No, this person literally has to wake up every day and say, I am worthy. I forgive me. I'm worth this energy that I want. I am worth this happy family. I am worth the level of confidence that I wield. I am worth this Ten of Pentacles energy, and I put in enough work every single day for this to come through. And I honestly feel like this person is going to have this shift, this conscious shift. They're going to make this very, very soon. They're going to have this moment of clarity. And it may possibly be when you two meet very soon, where they have this moment of clarity, where they're just like, oh, yeah, I get it. And they make that conscious shift. This over here, this energy for them is just not about time. This is all about making that conscious shift. And it's one of those things that it's going to happen. And they're already in the process of making that happen. I feel like this person wakes up every day and they give themselves a chance. They give themselves opportunity. And they've been changing this energy every single day. For a very long time, they've been working on this energy. Because this is the type of person where their soul, their radiance, their being in them, whatever it is that's trapped by this devil energy. Oh, look at that. Look at what's right under the devil. And we have the sun out there too, right under that. That's what I was going to say. Oh, and right in strength in the magician. There's so much. I can just read this for days. But look at that. I feel like the sun energy is in reverse, because once this energy moves out of the way, right? This devil energy, because it's going to be slain. Once that devil energy is slain, this sun energy feels like it's almost trapped, or like they're taking their radiance and they're squeezing it down and they're contracting it because they're afraid of being the large person that I feel them being, because their boundaries are very strong. And their truth can hurt other beings and other people. And it's not like they're purposely trying to hurt people, but they don't like people playing petty. They don't like people playing pretend. They don't like people playing small and pathetic. They don't like that. It's just not their energy. They're just not on it. But it's funny because right now, And the reason why they can feel this way is because they've been trapped in that same thing for a very long time. So I honestly feel like that's exactly why we have Judgment and the Sun right out here, right under the Devil. This is going to be slain. You're going to have this moment of clarity, and then this sun energy, this radiance will expand. That is the process that they're in. That is the alchemy. That is the alchemy that's happening for this person. This could be you. This could be them. You will know how it applies. But this person feels like they're not putting in enough work, and that is going to be changed. Like this moment, they're going to have this moment of clarity that they're going to understand, oh, whoa, my manifestation is here. I get it. They're going to have that. It's literally coming. With the Ace of Swords out here, that's exactly why. That's exactly why I feel like we have this page out here, this page of swords. It's upright. I honestly feel like this person has this sword, right? And they're watching this. They're literally watching this devil kind of like puppeteer all these thoughts, like you'll never be enough and blah, 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 this and blah, 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 that. And they're going to have the smarts to pick up this Ace of Swords right here. They're going to pick up this Ace of Swords right here, and they're going to slay this thing that has been lying and deceiving them to make them think that they're not enough. And that thing that makes them feel like, oh, like, haha, like you'll never be this. It's just like a very, very thick layer of conditioning that they're working through, basically, or that you're working through. A super, super thick layer of conditioning from childhood trauma, different things like that that's coming through that just kind of telling you, oh, you're this, you're that, you're this, and you're that. And I honestly feel like that moment of clarity is coming very, very soon. And I mean, it's on the cusp, you know, like it's like, okay, like it's making its way in. Ooh, group 3. This energy is really strong. You know, so very like this is like a thick layer, and it's like a portal that you're walking through. Like you're afraid to face this beast, this monster, but you're gonna do it anyway because you know what's on the other side for you. Woo. You know what's on the other side for you. It's rising. It's the sun, it's clarity, it's strength, it's manifestation with the Magician, you know? It's power, it's mastery. You know what is on the other side for you if you do this thing. You know, if you slay this beast inside that just tells you that you're unworthy and all these different stupid things that are just lies. You know, you're getting to that moment of clarity where you'll be able to fully integrate this understanding and this love, this level of compassion, these boundaries. You've been practicing them for a long time, but right now I feel like you or them are at this moment of integration where it's like, okay, it's time to pick up this sword and I got to keep fighting. Ooh. All right. Time to pick up this sword and keep fighting because you are doing absolutely enough. You just don't think it because you're so, whoever this is over here is so busy watching this BS puppet show, you know, but they don't even see all the beautiful work and the legacy that they've been building just by being themselves, by showing up for themselves, by forgiving themselves, by doing all this inner healing, this self-care, and this inner work. Beautiful, beautiful energy. So we're going to tap into the energy of this person over here. Also, I love how I have to show you group 3. Because I feel like this is very resonant for you. Is we had the porcupine spirit come out bottom deck for our animal spirit cards, which is time for a beginner's mind. And we also had the solar plexus come out. Right under is the solar plexus again. And we had self-confidence. And right under that is, wow, it's 3 solar plexus cards back to back. So our solar plexus energy is really being called out collectively when it comes to this divine energy. You know, that this is the ooey gooey battery center, the overflowing, I like to call it. So we had self-confidence come out as well. So I just felt the need to show you that. Ooh, you guys are working through some big energy. All right. So I want to get into the energy of this person over here. I'll stop rambling. I just get so excited. This person over here is definitely mirroring this energy in a sense. And I think that this person over here is really, really mirroring the energy of hopelessness. There's almost like this hopelessness happening over here, but this person over here is a hopeless romantic. Like, absolutely. Like, absolutely. It's so cute. You are so cute. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. It is safe for you to love. This person is a hopeless romantic over here, and this person is too. But this person is really, really big up on like boundaries and communication. And this person over here has a tendency to kind of shrink and play small and be like, oh, well, I guess that's okay. And I feel like that this person over here is challenging that thing in them so that they could model that thing for this person. I feel like this person over here is very sweet, but they also almost like to, there's like this tendency for them to like weaponize words like empathy and narcissism or something like that. And they have like this tendency to weaponize their empathy, you know? And it doesn't feel like a negative way. It feels like a hypervigilance. It feels like, a trauma response almost. But I honestly feel like this person over here is a hopeless romantic. Like, look at her face, you know? Like, I honestly feel like this person is just like, oh, if only I could meet my true love. Like, and I honestly feel like that energy is coming through for them, for whoever this person is, because there's like this desire to connect. There's this desire to connect with someone with some backbone and with some dominance, and it feels very good. It just feels like this person over here is more of a submissive type, and it does feel like you have an independent energy too. Like, whoever this person is, it does feel like they're also independent, where they can like take care of themselves. But it seems like when they get into relationships, especially when you have somebody else who is willing to wear the pants, it feels like this person over here is just like, ah, yes, you know, like that's like a luxury for them. It's so cute, it's so funny. But I feel like honestly this person over here is like working through this weaponizing of empathy that I feel like is happening over here. This hypervigilance, or this, I'm an empathetic person, so I have to protect my energy at all costs, and I'm a better person than other people because this is my spiritual superpower and my ability. And it's just like, literally, no, every literal human being on this planet goes through waves of narcissism and empathy. So this is another situation where I feel like this is like opposites of attract, because I feel like this person over here is working through like deeper levels of self-hate and narcissism, resentment and things like that. And this person over here is working through deeper senses of like inadequacy and manipulation and and negligence and like abuse and things like that. It's so funny because I was talking about this earlier. And I feel like you two are going to come together and make this very, very beautiful thing, and like bridge this very large polarity, or this large gap between what it means to be a narcissist and what it means to be an empath. Because I feel like a lot of times when you have situations like this, you have people who are tapped into their empathy or their empathic side, and they try to use that as a way to see themselves as above other beings, which is absolutely not true. And it's the same thing that empaths say that narcissists do, that they see themselves above all beings, but really both energies are doing the same thing. Really, both energies are doing the exact same thing. There's no difference between the two. Absolutely, you're just on either side of the spectrum. One is resentment, so they build walls of entitlement, and one is inadequacy, and they build walls of hypervigilance and shrinking. And so really, I feel like this person over here is very, very sweet, very, very hopeless romantic, and into very, very beautiful, like cozy romantic things. I think like this person is a long walk on the beach type. This person is also feels family oriented, like you are willing to be a family person. I also feel like this person too is like kind of like desiring to be like a stay-at-home parent, or like stay at home, like you want to like mainly work from like home. Like I honestly feel like this person wants to be submissive. Like this person wants to submit to this person. But also this person wants to submit to this person. Like this person wants to be able to feel safe in this person's arms, in their heart. Like I honestly feel like the heart that this person is holding is this person's heart. Because I feel like this is the type of person they're always going to have like this tough outer shell. Like it doesn't matter, okay? Like it's a beautiful, beautiful part of them. They're always going to have this tough outer shell. This person is super hardcore and very protective. They will not let anything that could cause any harm to their family get close to their family. This person is going to make sure that you're healthy, that you're happy, and they're going to push your limits because they know your power and they know your capability. They know what you're capable of. So they're not going to let you get away with any BS. But this person over here is also like the softener. Like this person doesn't have to be strong for everybody. They can be weak in front of this person and feel safe and still feel strong and feel cared for and feel loved, because this person has a level of empathy where it's like they don't really have to, this person doesn't have to say anything. Like this person knows, but it's like this person over here doesn't want to play the mind game. So this person is huge on communication. It's like they'll let you know, but it's like they'll even let you, like you'll pick it up in their silence. You'll just see it in their face, in the way that they walk in the house or something like that, and you'll know like, oh, this person needs me at this time. And you'll have those moments where you'll connect and you're like, oh, like yeah, this person, we don't have to say anything. We know, like this is that type of energy. Yeah, the Page of Wands over here. Of course, we're going to continue getting some more cards just to see what else is going on over here, because there's a lot. This is a huge pile of healing. Like this group is healing a lot of large aspects and a lot of large things that we see play out, regularly in life. This is beautiful. This is also like there's a playful element to this energy too. It's very playful. Like this is a type of energy. Nine of Wands just showing itself. This is a type of energy where, like, out of all the groups, I will say that this group 3 is probably the one that I feel like this is the grow old together energy. Now, I feel like that for all of them. I feel like all of them have that potential. But I feel like more so like the other piles feel more like a choice, where group 3 feels way more like this is the grow old energy. Like it just feels like you two are just like the perfect balance. Not saying that the others weren't a perfect balance, but I honestly feel like this is the grow old together energy. This is like we're elderly, but we can still like chase each other with Nerf guns. Like this is, being old and still being able to see that sparkle in that person's eye. I feel like this is that energy. And I feel like, again, I feel that way about all the piles. However, I feel like it's most prominent in group 3. Now, all the piles are connected, and I honestly feel like all of these piles will somewhat probably resonate with everybody at some point in their life and time. I feel like we're all just on this beautiful web together doing our thing. And it just depends on where we are in that web and how we're transversing it, and in our choices and what we decide to do. So it's possible, of course, if there are people who are watching this pile who probably won't, feel like this is their grow old together energy, It's just take it how it resonates. But I honestly feel like out of all the piles, especially with 2 knaves out here, the Page of Swords and the Page of Wands, this is like grow old together type energy. This is chill. Like I like this. This is like we're old, but we'll still do like TikTok challenges. Like I love this so freaking much. It's such a feel good energy. It just feels like it's the perfect balance. It's like Popeye and olive oil. Like that's kind of that energy that I'm picking up here. All right, let's get you some more cards. Let's see what's going on here. Ooh. I feel like Temperance wants to come out because I saw her flash. Oh, this is the King of Wands. I love that. And then we have Temperance. And then we have the Fool. And then bottom deck, we have the King of Swords. Wow. The King of Swords. See, so that's exactly what I'm saying here. I honestly feel like no gender expression, right? I'm just saying king, queen, whatever, because it's just the cards. There's no like, it has to be that gender. Like, no, we're not. We're past that. It's 2021. We're past that. So honestly, with this full energy over here, it's funny because I was like, oh yeah, like this person like feels like they want to submit to this thing, you know, like this person over here wants to submit. That's exactly what I'm picking up from the full energy. Like this is huge for this person. This is this person feeling like they can be themselves. They can be open. They can actually have their days where, as someone who feels like, as someone who practices, you know, empathy, they feel like finally somebody who can pour into me. With this temperance energy in reverse, I honestly feel that. I feel like you are wanting to submit because you want someone to help you. You want someone, not a rescuer or a savior, but you want someone to see that divinity in you, and you want someone to see that power in you, and that almost like power in your empathy, and almost like your submission. Like, look at the value, because I'm willing to submit to you. As the King of Wands, I'm willing to submit to you. Look at my power. I'm willing to give this all to you. That's what this feels like. It feels very good. And especially with this King of Swords in reverse, I honestly feel like this person is going to be very like, if you haven't met already, I feel like, let me tap into that energy for a second. Group 3 is a mixture. I feel like you either don't know this person at all, or this is like a reconciliation that I'm picking up. There's definitely reconciliation energies here, like an ex from the past or something like that. I know that's not what nobody's trying to hear right now, not even me, but like still, I'm picking up the energy. But it's like there's a mixture of all stories here. There's exes from the past, there's high school sweethearts coming back into union, there's I even pick up divorcees, their relationships another chance, because it feels like these energies have played out before, but they probably played out in very like harsher tones. And now that you two have had space and time to temper your energies and understand yourselves in a larger way, or are on journeys of understanding yourselves in better ways, now you can have this new beginning energy. That's what it feels like. Because I feel like with this King of Swords over here, this person really wants to submit to this person. And this person is really honored, and they appreciate the fact that this person over here sees their power and their capability and what they're trying to do for them and their family and their legacy and what it is that they're trying to build. Oof. I love this energy. So this is such a like, this is like, yeah, this is a vibe. But honestly, I feel like the biggest energy that I'm picking up from this pile is reconciliation. And there is a group of people here who just absolutely have no clue who this person is. But honestly, I feel like you and this person, whoever picked this file, I feel like you already know this person, or already been on a journey, or already know of each other, have already dated, or have already like tried or something like that. You know, like that's what I feel like. I'm sorry. If it was any other way, I would say it, but it's not. It's like this definitely is something that is like, and obviously you don't have, like, if it's a reconciliation, you feel unaligned, you know, make sure you're tapping in with your own energy and being like, hey, like this is not it for me. But if you feel like truly like it's something that you want to give another shot, I honestly feel like you should go for it, because this feels like chill, like grow old together type vibe energy. I really like it a lot. Yeah, I'm like, I don't even, let's get into the rest of your cards. I don't even know what else to say. This is beautiful. This is like this beautiful marriage between, you know, the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Like this is a beautiful marriage between empathy and narcissism in the most beautiful way, because again, they're the same energy. Like people really have to get that out of their head that they're different, or oh, I'm better than you because I'm an empath. Like you're literally not. You know, like stop. Stop it. You know, or narcissists are so bad, when narcissists are really some of the most hurting people. They're people who you would probably consider are narcissists, or people who are experiencing the same level of pain that you are. We're just experiencing all of our energies in a different way. So people who you would consider to be a narcissist are people who typically will contract. They build walls of safety because they see so much value in their radiance that they feel scared to give it away because they feel like people won't reciprocate it. And this person, like an empath, what they do is they expand so that they can fit everybody because they don't want to be seen as inadequate. They feel like they have so much to give everybody, but they neglect to pour into themselves. Neither of these energies are healthy or healed. You know what I'm saying? So this is just a healing. This is a healing group. This is a healing energy. And just coming to a healthier understanding of yourself as a human being, and removing these labels and stuff like that. So let's see. It's like anytime I try to tap into like which one goes which, it's like they just swap, like they just go back and forth because they're equal. They're equally yoked. You know what I mean? So we'll just flip them over and read them. So these are your chakra wisdom cards. So these cards are representing the chakra medicine that both of you are working through at this time. So we'll flip over this card. We'll flip over this card first. So we have knowledge with a third eye chakra. I recognize that a great deal of knowledge and information comes to me in the form of intuition, such as clairvoyance, clairaudience, and hypersensitive feelings. I use my intellect combined with my intuition to delve into circumstances from a philosophical and spiritual viewpoint. I aim to understand the truth behind situations that come my way, as this helped me to respond with wisdom. I cultivate positive beliefs about life, myself, and others. Yep. That empathetic energy right over there. And then we have both of your third eyes are like bzz, I love that. It's so beautiful. I use my imagination as I create and pursue my dreams and wishes. I ask myself, what do I want? My thoughts create my reality at the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual levels. I use this power to create harmonious relationships between all these levels. I imagine the life I would like to have, and I encourage my thoughts to be truthful, wise, and discerning. In the quietness of meditation, I see and hear the truth. Beautiful energy. Beautiful, exactly. So like this person over here is all focused on the happy family, boundaries. They make sure that they use discernment. They make sure that they're truthful. Communication is huge for this person. And over here that you're very, very hypersensitive to other people and your own feelings. Exactly like I was saying. So I love how both of your third eyes are just activated and just magnetic and attracting each other in this energy. So let's get into the energy or the frequency that you'll be tapping into when you come into union, or if you're already together. So, oh yeah, the Pearl of Chakra. So let's go to the book and see what message that she will have for this energy. I feel like the book is just so potent and juicy. Like I would be doing you a disservice not to read it. Taking responsibility for your experiences empowers you. You're going to resolve an issue through spiritual inspiration and higher guidance. You will rise up in full connection to your spirit and access a wealth of divine treasure. That which has brought darkness into your world shall submit to the light and be transformed. Have courage and commitment to your awakening, for you are a precious being and can go far on the spiritual path this lifetime. Sharo, I'm probably not saying that right, I'm sorry if I'm not, is a Tibetan word meaning to arise or manifest and shine with radiant spiritual light. Sharo is the outcome of sacred alchemy. Exactly. In the inner work of self-transformation, we take that which appears negative and utilize it to increase our goodness. However, we need to take care not to attribute the negative to divine will that are actually caused by humans. Human beings have free will. Without it, there could be no growth, only a following of rules. For the soul, life is something like a multidimensional art class. It is allowed to create with absolute freedom, with the understanding that it will be responsible for its creations. That opens the path for truly beautiful and blessed offerings to the collective. It also opens the path to expression of free will that creates suffering. Whether our choices create liberation or enslavement to pain it is the responsibility of human beings. This body has been given to us that we may learn and grow spiritually. We're all in that process, varying in our capacities and awareness, but ultimately progressing together. Like I was saying, boom, bap, that's a wrap. What else do I have to say? Well, that was exactly what I was saying. Literally exactly what I was saying. Come on, group 3. We're all just in the process of progress. Like I was saying, you know? So the Moonology card you have, the Moonology card is acting as your key. What is the key to this divine connection? What is the key to bringing this into union? Because it's happening very soon, so I want to know. Oh my God. So nothing is yet set in stone. So this is actually kind of angering me right now because I'm like, this feels so much like a cliffhanger. This feels like it is required, like alchemy is required. So the bottom deck for the collective energy was adjustments are required. So this feels like alchemy, and this also feels like freedom of choice. Honestly, it's coming through as, like I was saying earlier, this is possibly a reconciliation with you and somebody, and you get to choose whether or not you want to go this route. Honestly, it honestly just depends on your vibe and what you're feeling and what you're resonating with, you know, and what it is that you want. So I honestly feel like with this card over here that said clearly decide what it is that you want, nothing is set in stone yet because that energy is being very serious. You have to clearly decide what it is that you want. Do you want kids or not? Do you want a family? Do you actually want to submit to somebody? Like, define what the ideal relationship looks like to you. I honestly feel like that is your key. That is why nothing is yet set in stone. But I honestly feel like we're left on a cliffhanger, and it's like the energy of you're also leaving yourself on a cliffhanger because you're not identifying yet what it is you truly, truly, absolutely want. Because I feel like both of you two are flipping between both of these energies. I honestly feel like that's why we have 2 third eye chakra cards out here. It's an absolute mirroring, and you flip flop, and you both go in between 2 extremes of, you know, I want this, and being very strong in your boundaries and such, and almost being entitled in a sense, and then going over here and then being like completely helpless and submissive, and like I want to submit to somebody, I want somebody to take care of me and stuff like that, which is totally fine. Like either way is totally fine. But I feel like nothing is yet set in stone the reason why nothing is yet set in stone is because there's this temperance energy, this balance that needs to be achieved first, and this understanding of, will you accept the person that this offering is coming from? Do you want a reconciliation? Do you want to get back with your ex or something like that? If that's the energy that's there, even if it's somebody you're already with and you feel like, oh, this is resonating with them, with the relationship I already have, like, is this the relationship you want to commit to? So I feel like that's why nothing is yet set in stone, because you're being asked to clearly define and decide what it is that you want in a divine connection, in a relationship. So the advice that we have for you, group 3, with your animal spirit today is be fearless and bold. Look at that. Can we just chat about this for a second? Can we just talk about this 4-4 energy, this protection energy that's coming out? Can we just talk about that? Look at that, 4-4-4. 4s are very, very important for you, group 3. Absolutely. I love that energy. I love how this reading is coming through, because this reading is not giving you any like it's not cutting you any slack, and I like that, because it's not letting you play the fence. It's not letting you be like, oh well, I want, but like, you know, it's like asking you literally, what is it that you want, so that we can deliver that thing to you. And I love that. And that's for both of you, you know, for the person watching the reading and the person out there whose energy is matching that. Ooh. So, group 3, that has been your reading. As always, if it did not resonate, that is okay. Take what did resonate and the rest will fall away. You are not obligated in any way to hold on to anything that is not yours. If you did like this reading, go ahead and hit it with a like. Go ahead and subscribe to this channel as well, so you can know when new messages arrive. If you would like, of course, it does help me grow and flourish, so I would most definitely enjoy that. Let me think. I think that's all we have. So, Ken, we'll wrap this up. I hope you enjoy this reading, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Hello, Group 4, for all of our friends who chose the red candle plus the Rider Waithe Lovers card today. This will be your reading, so I'll go slide that back in the deck and allow it to come out again if it so pleases. And we'll light your candle and get ready for your reading. So this is a love reading from me, which will not happen often. I don't know. This reading is kind of like changing my opinion. Sorry, with all the ambient lamps out there going crazy. So what we'll be doing today is getting the energy of you and your divine counterpart, your person. So this is not karmic partnerships. This is none of that. This is your divine counterpart. This is the healing. This is what all the karmic relationships have been building up for, right? So we'll be using the romance angels to do that. We'll be tapping into some chakra wisdom energy to see the chakras that you're working with. We also have some energy oracle energy and some other juicy things that we'll get into a little bit later. But let's flip these cards over and get the energy of you and your person. So you just take them as they apply, right? I'm going to try to use concise language, but it's not going to be concise. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to say you in both piles as I'm directing you because I'm talking to you and not them. You're just mirroring the energy and like sharing that energy, you know, energetically with them. So I'm sorry that my language won't be so concise. That's a lot for my memory. But the first card we have out today is we have trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Ooh. Okay. And we have pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Yes. Okay. I like this. This is juicy. And then we have all tied up. Okay. And we have Archangel Gabriel with the 5th chakra. Ooh, okay. So, what I wanted to do is, I actually, interestingly enough, I want to start with the energy over here. All the other piles I started with this one, but this one is calling out to me a little bit louder. Okay, so pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you with all tied up. So this person over here, could be you or could be them, are in a situation where they're in a situation to where they need to utilize more of their boundaries. I feel like there's a person almost like intruding on this energy over here. Like it's a person that feels like they're kind of just like getting in the way. I'm going to be pulling Rider Waithe cards for this as well. But there's a person over here. It feels like there's someone else that's like getting in the way. Like the energy feels all tied up. Like pay attention to the red flags. I feel like there's someone who, yes, there's someone who is almost wearing the mask of a divine counterpart, but they're not actually the divine counterpart. Like there's somebody who's trying to pretend to be that role that's in their life, and they're kind of like leading them along, and that person is not that. And I'm not saying that this person doesn't love them or something. And if you're already in a relationship and you feel happy in a relationship, please do not take this and be like, I gotta worry, I gotta think about who this person is now or something like that. Like, no, like that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if you have your suspicions, what the energy that this person is holding over here, trust and communicate. Okay? If you have some type of suspicions, because I honestly feel like this energy over here, this person over here is all tied up in some energy that's just like really like it, like no, like we're past this, you know, like that's kind of like what the energy feels like the energy over here feels dead, but it's like you're still tangled up in it because you're overthinking the situation. It feels like you're overthinking the situation, and it's the beautiful thing about these energies in all piles. The person over here is going through this so that the person over here can feel it, and the person over here is going through this so that the person over here can feel it. It's like a mirroring, a sharing of energies. You're helping each other evolve in these different ways, in these certain aspects. So that's why it's coming out like this. So I love how we have the fifth chakra out here in trust, because I honestly feel like this is the energy that they're working on over here is what they're offering you. They're mastering this over here so that they can offer you this. And you are mastering this over here. You're mastering this ability to see when you are all tied up. You're mastering this ability to trust the red flags and know when someone is not for you. Okay? Like, that is exactly what's happening over here. What you're being asked to do, though, is actually utilize this trust and utilize this fifth chakra. Utilize your communication and your boundaries. Because it feels like over here, honestly, that there's some like sneaky stuff going on, that it just feels like you're just in some drama over there where it's just like, no, like, you're above that. Like, it feels like there's somebody who's like trying to like intrude or like come back into your life or try. Look at who flipped out. Look at who flipped out. 7 of Wands. Yes. It feels like there's someone who's just like getting in the way of this connection, you know? Like it can honestly not even be them as a person. It could just be the simple fact that you entertaining the idea. Look at that. Ace of Swords flipped out. You entertaining the idea of being with this person is just like, you know, like, it doesn't like feel aligned. It feels like this is dead. Like, just put whatever this connection is in a coffin, you know. And it feels like, yeah. You're very, very worried about this. You're very, very worried about making the wrong decision when it comes to your divine. Look at that. Look at bottom deck. Look at bottom deck. You are so worried about making the wrong decision when it comes to your divine counterpart that you're missing out on the most beautiful thing that is happening for you right now. And you are literally tapped into spirit, your intuition, this like beautiful dance that you're doing with the universe right now. You're manifesting this person over here, and this person over here is like strongly manifesting you. Like, this person over here is putting in some work. They're just like, I want this person. Now, before I go any further, I honestly feel like these two energies, like these two people, know of each other, have met before. There are some elements of new energy here, but I feel like you've almost like met in passing, or like you've met before, but for some reason the two of you can't like you can't get each other out of your own head, out of your head. You know, it's like the memory of that meeting, or the memory or how it played out or something, has stuck with you for a long time. Like the idea, like you imagine yourself being with that person by a small meeting. Like, this can even, like, I'm honestly seeing like you or someone else go to like a Starbucks and like talk to the cashier, and like this beautiful intimate moment that even in like you're looking into each other's eyes and having this very intimate connection or moment just by looking is one of those situations. Now, it wasn't necessarily like a love at first sight, but it was like a connection, like I'm interested in this person. And it's like you feel like, oh, like, especially over here, this is where it feels like over here, this person feels like, oh, I'm never going to meet that person again. I'm never going to see them again. Like, that was just like a once in a lifetime thing. Like, I feel like there's even like an online thing going over here too. Like, this person feels like, you know, like, I'm never going to meet this person. Like, I don't even live in the same state. Like, it was long distance type thing. Like maybe they were like in your state, like visiting or something, and they like walked past you or something, or like you just had like this intimate moment, like where you like, oh, it's nice to meet you or something like that, like meeting like mutual friend or something like that. But you definitely already know each other in some way. You definitely already know each other. Like, this is the pile that I'm getting that from the strongest. Like, some of the other piles I was like, oh, this is absolutely new love, but this is like one of those like almost like once in a lifetime meetings where you've already met and you already had this very magical almost, or like this very like like interesting moment between the two of you, or at least for this person over here. at least for this person. Over here for this person, when they met you, something just like triggered. Like something was just like, huh? Like it was just like a flag just went off and then like something just turned on. And I feel like over here, like you felt that, but you were also like, like, you know, they're just another, like you were trying to like play it cool or like play it casual, like, oh, it's just another person. But I feel like over time, this has grown. And I feel like this has grown over time because this person has been manifesting you hardcore. Like this person is like, no, that's the person I need to be. But that nobody has ever looked at me or done something so simple and has made me feel that way, made me feel so, I'm sorry, my arms are on the table, like shaking the phone, but it feels like they're over here like nobody has ever made me feel this way. I don't understand what this person did to me. It was just a simple hello and goodbye, but I'm like, I'm in it. I'm in it. Like that's what they feel like over here. But this person feels like over here where it's like, I play it casually, you know, I'm still playing the field, chilling, chillaxing. But it feels like the intensity of your desire to connect deeper with this person is growing because they're manifesting you. And I feel like you're currently in situations where you're kind of navigating these like false connections because you are really being tested on trusting your intuition. You're really being tested on trusting who you are and what you want in a partner, so that when this person does come through, you're not as confused. This is basically renewing your trust in your intuition and ridding yourself, or releasing, not ridding yourself, releasing this confusion between your insecurity and your intuition. Yeah, this is basically that. So what you're working on over here, if this is you, is you're basically put into situations, especially love situations, where you're being tasked with challenging whether or not something is insecurity or intuition. So if you're with someone out of insecurity, like, oh, I'm lonely, at least they give me attention and stuff like that, more than likely that's why you're all tied up and you're being asked to pay attention to the red flags. However, if you are communicating with someone and you feel like, hey, like if this person tries anything, I have a boundary, and you're willing and ready to assert that boundary, and you're willing and ready to keep things casual with that person that you feel like needs that boundary, then that is like you, like, yeah, like you know, like you're passing that challenge that the universe is putting in front of you. I feel like this connection is divinely orchestrated. I feel like it feels very ancestral. Like there's an ancestor energy heavily attached to this. Like ancestors are working to make sure this comes together. Like especially like if one of you have like parents or grandparents who have passed away, I feel like those parents or those grandparents or something like that are like making sure that this happens, because they kind of like, they just like see that thing in you. And it could be that you've already, you know, met their grandparent or something like that as well, but I feel like they kind of like see it from above, and they almost like you know how like moms, right, they'll like try to like find partners for their kids, like, oh yeah, try this guy from church or something like that. Like this feels like that. This feels like their like grandparents or like their parents, if one of them unfortunately has passed away or something like that. It feels like their energy is like coming through, like overseeing, like, oh, I found her, like, hey, I found her, like, or I found him, you know, like that's what it feels like. That is so cute. I love that. I want to get you one more card. Oh, yeah, yeah, yep. Divinely orchestrated. There's someone overseeing this. I feel like it's only in reverse over here because you're just dealing with this insecurity and with this Nine of Swords, and you're just working through right now how to overcome it. And that's basically just the element that you're in right now, is working through how to overcome this confusion that you have between insecurity and intuition. And it feels like you're at the end of this this cycle, this understanding. It feels like it's been something you've been in for quite some time, and you're kind of like working through this wheel right now, and you're kind of like being turned like a sausage or something, and you're finally like becoming something new, or almost like in this like cocooning phase, which is funny because that came up in another reading I did recently. But you're like coming out of this cocooning phase pretty soon. It's almost like the cocooning phase has been going on for a long time, but it's like you've been put into this cocoon, and it's almost like why do I just want to, I don't know what my guys are doing today. They're literally like, haha, sausage. Like, it's like casing. Like there's some casing, like so you can like really, really integrate and fully hone in on this new skin, this new level, this new you, basically. Because they really want this to be down pat. They want this to be just permanent integration. They want the integrated, permanently integrated. They want this to be understood. Like any time in which you need to use your intuition for something, it won't be a battle in your mind between, oh, is this intuition, or oh, is this insecurity. This is what they're trying to alleviate you from before you come into contact with this person, because this person, you will break their heart if you question their love for you. You are going to break this person's heart. Okay, this person is like this person over here sees you, and the only thing they really want right now, they just want to talk to you. They just want to say hi. It's like, this is like a little kid like meeting, like not a little kid, but this is like someone like meeting their favorite celebrity. It feels like, like this feels like someone meeting someone that they're just completely in awe of. Like this is what it feels like over here. Like this is how they feel about you, if this is you, or this is how you feel about them, and then you feel that way about each other. But I feel like because over here, if you're the one dealing with the insecurity, it's very hard to tell if it is intuition, if it is real. I feel like that is your biggest fear over here, is if it's real. And this person does not want to be questioned on whether it's real or not, because it just feels like they'll take it hard. Like they'll take it personally. Like they'll be like, am I not good enough? Like what did I do? Like I didn't do anything. Like it just feels very like, oh, like a little baby. Like this is what it feels like. Oh my God, I'm like, why am I like this? But that's just what it feels like, like this person over here is like, please, like I'm innocent. I just want to love you, I just want to be there for you, support you, and I just want to do right by you, because I've been through a lot, like I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot, and you have too over here. If this is you over here, you've been through a lot as well. So it's just like getting you out of that insecurity that tells you that, that causes so much confusion between your intuition and your intuition and your insecurity. Sorry, my brain just like kind of like. So let's go to the energy of this person over here. Let's see what energy they are working with before I even like get to the cards. So this person over here for sure is working on trust and having faith in something divine and outside of their own self. I feel like they're being led by desire right now, and that is the best place for them. It feels like they're in this pure, like, follow your heart, like fixated, not necessarily obsessed, but like borderline obsessed, like energy. It feels like a devil energy. It feels very like, this is kind of sexy, like, and not devil energy in a bad way. I don't want you to take the word devil because it's so charged and be like, oh no, Satan, this is bad and this is some deviltry. Like, no, like this is not that. This feels like they're just very fixated on making sure that this connection happens, but they don't know how it's going to happen. They don't even know why they feel this way about you. It was like a once in a lifetime, like chance meeting, and they just met you and they're just like, okay, I am in love and I don't know how to go about this, because it feels like the way in which you met was just like crazy. Like it's one of those things, like, it's like you walk past hundreds of people a day, but for some reason that person just remembers you. You walk past hundreds of people a day, you go through drive-throughs, and, you go to Chipotle and stuff, you see people, this is one of those things though. This is one of those things. Like, I honestly feel like I feel like there's like some distance, or like something going on with geography, like it's long distance, something dealing with states, or just like there's some type of huge like barrier, and not necessarily a barrier as in block, but there's this huge there's this huge like point of disconnection, like this person's wondering, like, how do I make this happen? Like, do I go back to where that person was and just comb through the cities and like try to find them? Like, what do I do? Like, I don't even know their name. This is one. Yes, 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 group 4. This is that. This is that Alicia Keys song, You Don't Know My Name. This is that. This person totally remembers your face and the way you made them feel, but they don't know your name. They remember your face. I like this person, like if they like saw you like online, or like if they like saw you out in a crowd, they'd be like, oh, that's them. Like, this is that, but they don't know your name. And that is the biggest, oh my God, group 4. Wow. They don't know your name. That's crazy. I don't know why I'm reading this like this, but that's how it's coming through. You know, we're just going to take it for what it is, you know, like, but this person, man, oh man, they're just like, they don't know how to approach getting into contact with you, because we have the 5th chakra out here, because they don't know your name. Like, they don't, like, even if they knew their name, if they knew your name, they would have looked you up online. This is that type of energy. Like, if they knew your name, they would have contacted you. If they knew your name, they would have like literally just like wrote your name in like their little manifestation book or something like that. But what's happening here, which is interesting, is it's like their ancestors have came to their aid, because their ancestors feel the strength of this desire, and they're asking them to have faith and just trust, because it's all just being divinely orchestrated. I just feel like this person over here is just doing that healing to understand and know. If there is someone you are picking up on intuitively and you feel like, ooh, that's probably the person, it's probably the person. It's probably them. Like, honestly, group 4. If there's someone who's like coming to mind and you're like, I remember that person, they kind of gave me this vibe, it's probably that person. It is probably that person. Honestly. This is cool. This is a cool energy. I like this, group 4. This is fire. So I want to pull a little bit more about this person over here. Oh my God. Look at that. This person is like, this is happening. Like, I don't know how it's going to happen. They're confused about it. Yep. They don't know how or what is going on, but they are completely here for it. They're so here for it. I love it. And this could be you, right? But I kind of want you to be the one that's like, you know, yeah. I kind of want you to be the person that's like, that gets the like person like coming to chase after you. You know, I just feel like that's cute. It's mainly because I want it to be me, you know, whatever. Just speaking for myself, just being selfish over here, but you know, whatever. We're not going to talk about that. So we're just going to keep going with this reading. So, group 4. Oh my God. Oh, the Alicia Keys song is just like going crazy in my head right now. It's just like, oh, I was about to sing it. Wait, can't do that. And then we have the 6 of Pentacles. I don't feel it in reverse at all. This person is literally with the 6 of Pentacles. They're just trying to. It's killing them that they don't know your name. Oh my God. I love how this person over here has, oh, look at that right under. Oh my God, y'all. This is funny. This is funny. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm not going to read too far. You saw the cards. I'm not going to read too far. But look at this. I love how this person over here has the 10 of Swords and this person has a 9 of Swords. It's like, it's like, you think you have it bad. I don't even know your name. Like, wow. This is funny. This is hilarious. This is like killing them. The fact that they don't know your name, it's just wrong. It's just like, because it feels like something so small and so simple, right? Like, oh, if I knew their name, like I could just, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. Like it would have been a lot easier. Like this person has no qualms about coming to you first. Actually, they desire it that way. Like they would like to hit you up, communicate with you, and be like, hey, like I met you here. Like, would you want to come out for some coffee sometime? Like I honestly feel that with the Six of Pentacles. I feel like the Six of Pentacles is like them. Like they're just like, I just want to give so much to you. But there's like this darkness over here because they don't know your name. But with the moon card to me is a lot like the Wheel of Fortune. It talks a lot about divine orchestration. It talks about divine intervention and divine timing, trusting the cycles of the moon. So what's interesting is with the energy oracle cards, the bottom deck card that we got was Goddess of the Moon. And then we also got with the bottom deck on the Moonology cards, adjustments are required for our collective energy for all four piles. And I feel like the adjustment for this person over here is so small. It's just learning your name. You over here, like there's this insecurity that you have to escape, because I feel like your name actually has like a ring to it. It's actually very prominent, and I feel like your name kind of like flicks off of the tongue. And I honestly feel like you are someone who is in the process of owning your intuition and your power and being seen with this, especially with this Wheel of Fortune energy and this moon energy and the star temperance over here too. I feel like this is all coming to pass. Like this is all coming into balance. You just have to trust, you just have to tap into the energy of, okay, this is I can identify when this is insecurity and when this is intuition. I honestly feel like insecurity is something that you're completely transcending over here with the Fool and the Ten of Swords, plus the Hanged Man keeps showing itself. I honestly feel like your insecurity is something that you are releasing. Like you're actually absolutely transcending this lifetime. Like you're not going to be someone who operates from insecurity anymore, and you're going to be able to teach that to other people. It's a very, very beautiful energy. You're going to allow yourself to be persecuted. You're going to allow yourself to be very vulnerable and very open about who it is and who you are and who you were as a person. And you're going to allow people to have their thoughts, to have their opinions, and they're not going to hurt you. You're going to allow people to throw their stones, and you're going to use those stones to build like a campfire or to build a building. Like this is like, it just feels like you're tapping into this energy of all I do is win no matter what. And it's like that energy is over here too to like reinforce this energy for you. But it feels like this person's like, it feels like they've won at a lot in life, but the one thing that they wanted, they found it, and they touched it. They were this close, it feels like, and it's just like, oh, slip through the fingers because I don't know this person's name. But this is like some ancestor energy coming through with this moon card and the star. This is a healing experience for both of you. Like this person over here is really having their faith in magic restored because of you. Their faith in magic, in the universe, in just the divine in themselves is just awakening because of you, because of that one split meeting, that one little chance that they had to see you and be in your presence. It was everything for them. It was everything for them. Oof, group 4. Oof. All right. I'm like trying to like, woosah, bring it back down, because this is like, it just feels like, please go listen to that Alicia Keys song, because I feel like there's something in that song that's going to help you. Like really, like I feel like there's going to be at least one line or one piece of the melody or a piece of the beat that's going to hit you, and you're going to be like, oh, I know who it is. Like I honestly feel like you're going to have that like moment. Like I don't know, I just feel like even if you don't, Don't shoot me, but like I feel like there's something that might be telling in that song. I'm gonna listen to that song now. Shoot. Oh my goodness. I love this energy so much. This is a very like fairy tale. This is very like, well, like I don't watch romance movies. Like, let me not even lie. I've never watched a Notebook in my life, but this is like that, you know, like this is like that type of energy where it's just like, wow, something so simple, but it feels very like movie like. This feels like a rom-com, you know, like this feels like that. I should like describe them all as movies because they're all like rom-coms or something, but some have more like intense energy. I don't, why am I saying telling you this powerful, but some of the groups have more intense energy than this. This feels like a rom-com. This feels very cute and fuzzy and warm and funny, but it has its like serious moments where like, you know, you're going through the struggle of understanding who you are as a person and also being abused and being in relationships that don't fulfill you, and you feel stuck because you rather have company than be lonely. You know, this is what this feels like over here. You rather have company than be lonely. And both of you are going through this like very, very deep, painful healing experience because the separation between you two is the catalyst for this. It's been the catalyst from the jump. And you two are not understanding like why can't I be with my person? Why can't I be with my divine counterpart? It's because you two are extremely fated and destined to be together in this lifetime. But also there's like a huge, like this Fool card is not small. This you're opening your heart. You're opening yourself up to be vulnerable. And this is something you've been working on. Look at that. Look at that. King of Wands right under that. Look at the Lovers came back out again. And you have the Three of Wands, the Three of Swords there. I honestly feel like this is something you've been working on for a long time, and it has caused a lot of pain. And you've been trying to build up to this King of Wands energy. Both of you have been trying to build up to this King of Wands energy. And this King of Wands energy is telling both of you to trust in the magic. The higher ancestors that are overseeing all this are saying trust in the magic because this is divinely orchestrated. And I feel like really the only reason why this feels like it is in reverse is because the separation. There's still time. This still needs to do its part. This separation that you're feeling in your heart from each other, you just need, I'm sorry to say, but there's a level of patience that still needs to be here. Because it feels like both of you still need time to go through this this metamorphosis, this like chrysalis phase, this coming out of the cocoon type energy. Let me put them back how they were, because what you're transforming into is huge. This is a level of vulnerability that is like huge, you know, like this is this is like having an online presence and allowing people to just talk bad about you, and you just like, you know, letting it roll off. While the you right now probably wouldn't do so well with that type of energy. It would probably crumble you inside, you know? And this is this person over here trusting so deeply in the magic that they they get lost in it, and it creates illusions. Oop, phone is ringing. Let me pause that. Sorry about that, group 4. The house phone is like very obnoxious. It's very loud. But yeah, I feel like you two are still in when I say patience too, I honestly don't feel like this is gonna take too long. Like none of the readings actually felt like, oh, this is like all like in the future. It could be for some of you, but this doesn't feel like it at all. This feels like you both are just in the process of doing the work, and I feel like right now you are kind of like approaching climax moments where you both are kind of like hitting very critical points. You both are hitting very critical points, like climax points that are really testing magic of the universe, and the limitless and the boundlessness of the universe, and the connectedness of the all and everything. And over here, just trusting your own power, your own ability, also trusting the magic in the universe that you see inside of your own self. You know, this is like over here, this is trusting the magic that you see inside of you, and this is trusting the magic that you see outside of you. And I'm sure there are days where you are over here or you're over here. You know, you guys, you both flop. But honestly, I feel like the energy is coming through as I feel like this is what's happening right now for this person over here is this 10th sword. And I think that this, I'm not gonna lie to you, I think that this might be a challenging thing to go through, because I feel like you're gonna have to like really let go of some person, some place, or something, or something that you don't want to let go of. You kind of like want to remain casual or remain cool or remain on terms with something, but that's just not how the energies have allowed it to be set up. I honestly feel like you're all tied up because there's a need to create space. And I feel like this Ace of Swords is coming through to put that 10th sword in so that you and this person are both on the same page, because this person has been doing the same thing. This person, it feels like they've cut out this, it seems like they've cut out a person that they also used or relied upon to like give them that kind of that romance element to their life. But that romance element was not being fully fulfilled because they knew that their heart was somewhere else. And I feel like you're feeling the same thing. So if you are in a relationship and you feel like your heart is somewhere else, hey, I'm just a messenger, you know, like don't shoot me. But it definitely feels like this person is at that point, is at that tipping point, and you are, and it feels like you are approaching that tipping point, that kind of like this is the last sword, you know. So I love this energy. This makes me happy because it feels like this beautiful energy is just going to come together in this beautiful just whirlpool. And the two of you together is just, oh, it's like laying in cotton candy, sipping milkshakes, like just the world. I just smell candy and I just smell fun and sunshine, and I just see fairies flying. It's very magical. The way that you make each other feel is like otherworldly, is what it feels like. It's very, very sweet. It's very, very beautiful. I love this so much for you, group 4. I know that a lot, this feels like probably out of all of them the most painful pile there is, because I feel like you've been struck with like tragedy after tragedy and surprise after surprise and like twist after turn, and it feels like nothing was ever working. And it feels like you're just right at the end of that, and it feels like stuff like there's motion, things are about to begin working, and they've been working this. Oh, that's what I'm hearing. Okay, both of you have been in retrograde. I like that. Yeah, that makes total sense. When my guy said it to me, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, both of you have been in retrograde. That's what's been happening here. You both have been in retrograde, and I feel like right now, this person is preparing to go stationary to go forward, and this person is still in the last bits of retrograde, is what it feels like. And you're just getting that last little hoorah, that last little push, basically, so that you can go stationary, you can integrate all these pieces of your shadow, and then you can move forward. But I feel like there's still one last thing that you need to do. And Mercury is going into retrograde pretty soon as well. If Mercury has not already gone into retrograde, I think it goes into retrograde the 30th. So allow that energy, you know, to be returned to you so you can test out your new abilities, you know, and work through this energy, because it feels like both of you have been in retrograde and been preparing for each other. But this person has been crazy manifesting you ever since the day that they met you, and they went home and like thought about the interaction. They were like, they wanted to brush it off for a while, but they knew they had to like do something about it. Like they had to like test it. They had to like see for themselves, but they haven't been given the ability or the space to try it, basically. And you were just like completely brushing it off because you were just like, that type of person, you know, like you either didn't think too much about it, or you were just like, or you either saw them with someone else, or you either just didn't, you're just like, oh, they're cute, but you know, there's a lot of cute people out there. Like that's the kind of vibe that this energy was on over here. Or like, oh, they were already with somebody else, so you were just like, you know, like I don't have a chance with that. They're already, you know, in love or with someone else. Wow, that's very, very interesting energy. So let's get into these chakra wisdom cards. All 4 piles I've tried to like, oh, which one do you go to? But really they are speaking interchangeably because the energy is shared between you and your divine counterpart. So we'll get into your chakra wisdom energy and see what chakras you two are working with as of now to help get you out of this retrograde. So we have mindfulness, sixth chakra with the third eye chakra. I'm aware of my thoughts and I ask myself, are they uplifting and are they true? I do this because I know that my thoughts significantly affect my mental, emotional, and physical health, and because I know that my body believes everything that I believe. I am not in control of all situations that come my way, nor am I in control of what others do and say. However, I do have free will as to how I respond. I choose to respond to all situations from an enlightened position rather than just reacting. Ooh, yeah. Let that burn a little. Oof. And our second card, we have creative expression. Of course, we have creative expression with that fifth chakra out here. We have, I'm committed to sharing and revealing my thoughts and feelings by being creative in my communication style and using expressive language. I express myself through talking, singing, sighing, laughing, and crying, and through using my creative talents. I consciously use my senses to experience my world more fully. I see, hear, smell, and feel more, and I become more aware of my surroundings, such as the weather, aromas, people, nature, sounds, and sights. Yep, absolutely. I honestly feel like with that card coming out, I feel like that person, like, they're just trying to like devise a plan. Like, what can I do? Like, how can I like come into contact with this person? They're trusting in the magic too. Look, I become more aware of my surroundings, such as the weather, aromas, people, nature, sounds, and sights. They're trusting the magic outside of them. You're trusting the magic inside of you. Beautiful. So, before we get into our Moonology card, let's get into our White Light Oracle. So, this White Light Oracle card represents the beautiful energy that will be created and shared when you two come into union. So, we have, Alpha of Alcyone. I feel like I always say it wrong, but you know. And it's cool because you have number 24 and the bottom deck energy was number 25 with the Theta of Venus. And you can go ahead and watch that little bit in the intro if you want to know a little bit more about that card for our collective energy. All right, so we have a positive twist of fate and a windfall of good fortune are destined for you. Brightness and hope will alleviate negativity and give you the strength to find your way through a time of adversity or challenge. Finally, you will experience peace, love, and deep connection with your true self and the universe. Good things are on the way. Yep. I want to read some more. Let's see. I feel like there's some more in here. Alcyone is the goddess of grace and mercy, especially in the face of heart-wrenching loss. She reassures us that we will find a way through and that there is comfort for us when we need it, even if further work needs to be done before we can be fully released into a new era of happiness. Yep. When Alpha of Alcyone makes an appearance, we are near to the deepest, darkest phase of our suffering and can trust we are already beginning to emerge on the other side. Exactly like I was saying. The Oracle of Alpha of Alcyone supports us in relaxing and reconnecting to optimism even during tough times. In such a state, we will realize that difficulties will eventually come to an end and we will be provided for. This oracle brings guidance that a new reality of happiness is available to us now as we steadily make our way to the light of a happy new start. Exactly. Listen, I'm like, here's the book if you want to read it yourself, Like, I can't make this up, guys. I cannot make this up. So the the Moonology card will be used as your key. So what is the key to this divine connection? Wow. Oh my goodness, group 4. The key to this very, very auspicious, fated connection is luck. And it's on both of your side. It's on the side of this connection. This isn't the first time luck has come out either. This is the second time and a message of luck has come out for these readings. Wow. Luck is on your side with a new moon in Sagittarius. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And our animal spirit card for you, group 4. This is advice for you, the person watching. It is, and spirit is so funny. Oh my god. So the reason why I'm laughing is when I was shuffling these cards, I'll ask my spirit guides or spirit, like, okay, bring me the card for group 4. So this card flew out right in front of me and was like, here it is. Love all around. Love is all around. I was like, okay, like I didn't want it face up. I don't want to see the card. Like, so I put it back in the deck and I was like, if that is the card that's supposed to come out, it will come out again. And lo and behold, it is here. Love is all around. Luck is on your side. You're being divinely guided to each other. Both of you have a very extremely beautiful magnetic energy about you. There's a lot you've been learning in this lifetime, a lot of tragedy, a lot of heartbreak that you're working through, and that you'll be able to heal together, and that you'll be able to just the love, the ooey gooey gushy cringy nastiness that is going to come from this connection is very, very beautiful. So that is all I'm seeing for you, group 4. Thank you so much for coming to this reading today. It was so much fun. I had so much fun doing this reading. If you did enjoy this reading as much as I freaking did, go ahead and slap a like on this video. Feel free to subscribe as well. Hit that bell for more notifications so you know when new messages have arrived too. Subscribing does help the channel flourish. It helps me in the algorithm. So go ahead and do that if you would like to receive more messages from me. But that wraps up our reading, group 4. Love you so much, Soul Can. I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.